boop, boop. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeons & Dragons: The Lanwell Chronicles. We have potentially a very busy day today, so let's go straight to the recap. Who's volunteering today?
Okay. Well, if
Nobody?
everyone's...
Okay, I'll just roll then.
I mean,
Oh,
I did it last time, so you all have no excuse this time.
I was gonna say I'll do it if
Too late, Quill's doing it.
Oh crap.
okay.
Okay, let me bring up the thing. Uh right, can you tell that my file tree is messed up?
Your
That's the
file
wrong...
tree is messed up. Did somebody clip the branches?
Yes, I did. Okay. We started off last session with a whole bunch of interrogations. Actually, that was most of the session. Reniel killed Shad and may have gotten us on the session blacklisted. Estes and Thornton were spared. Probably in jail now, but well, not yet. We still we went shopping, got a nice half off voucher from Estes before she got incarcerated. So we've spent some money doing that. Got a little bit of exposition from Minerva, and then we took a boat ride over to Whitetown to catch up with Raven. But we found out that the CILS aren't there anymore. At least not the ones that we that have targets on their backs. So that's where we're picking up now.
For
Got him.
For context, Fire Rally just posted a GIF. So you can blame him for that. Anyways, little sloppy, so just give me a D4.
I woke up from a nap and then had to do this, so yeah, I'll take the D. Yeah, I'll take that. That seems
Oh,
fine.
you too?
Oh,
Yeah,
You people and your napping before my sessions.
I normally don't. It's just this time it was different. I wanted sleepies.
Okay, so yeah, as we said, you guys are all standing in the mayor's office, and Raven just told you that the CLS that were downstairs, the leaders, they have all vacated.
Oh, so well, continue, I guess.
did they suspect you?
Well, to be entirely honest, I kind of suspected they might have. Like after I sent in the will-letter to the guild, they let me in pretty much right away. Didn't really have much of a choice since it was by will of the other mayor, and Geralt approached me asking why I was suddenly mayor, and I tried to keep my cover, telling him that I suspected the guild was trying to put a member of the Purge in, so I quick worked to stop it, but I got the feeling he didn't believe me. He must have managed to sneak past my watch somehow and talk with the others, and they all escaped under the cover of night through the sewers, from what I heard. Geralt left town, along with Zephyr, Bryn, and even Charon left as well, from what I heard.
Is there any evidence of where they went?
Well, the bad news is I wasn't able to catch him myself. The good news, though, is I sent someone off to check up. I sent someone off to try and chase after him. Though, actually, about that, by the way. Got
Let me guess. The person you sent was Saris.
no. Though, actually, that reminds me, you still have to explain that, but we'll get to that later. No, so, you know that branch you guys got from the museum?
Yeah.
I kinda maybe promised that guy the branch for helping me out. Like, in my defense, he wasn't part of, like, the guild or any group as far as I knew. Looked Caldwell, so I doubt he was part of the purge. So I figured he'd probably be at least trustworthy enough to do that.
Out of character, we still have that on our person, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. I don't think Rafa knows you guys do, but
I mean, she does now.
Why would you make such an offer?
because he was basically asking for it.
Who was this Pokemon?
Didn't catch his name, some Baneri.
Oh, that makes sense.
Does?
Yes, we know him.
Oh, well, I guess that makes things easier.
Much easier.
Yeah, he's using a spell or something. He's using this locate object spell to track him. Left. This all happened last night, so he's been gone for a while. With any and all luck, he should be back soon enough and telling us where those guys left.
So this isn't Lucius, right? I'm not crazy for not thinking that, right?
It is Lucius.
Oh no.
Anyways, unless you got anything else while we're waiting for his report. What's this about Saris?
Yeah. Who exactly is this person? Because it doesn't seem like they're on the level with you.
Saris was. She was one of the researchers CILS hired. I ended up working alongside her. We spoke a lot during our experiments trying to get those red rocks to work and figure out how they work, and she sympathized with my ideals of hating not hating the purge, but also not liking what CILS was doing. So when I did you know what, she decided to come along as well.
That is
No.
all you know about her?
I assumed she was Labyrinthian. That's where her cover is, and that's where she hangs around a lot. But honestly, I never looked into her background much further beyond that.
Does Ledrith have, like, distinguishing titles like Lady?
Ledrith actually does not. It's
Okay.
not Ledrith. Ledrith has people who are considered higher up, but they're usually like top researchers and stuff like that. They're not usually. Ledrith is like the only nation that didn't really have any form of nobility. They just had like higher up researchers and stuff like that who are considered the more notable people.
I thought so. It is interesting that she calls herself Lady Ceres when Ledrith does not have any sort of nobility.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. She ain't. I know for a fact she ain't Aryan. But beyond that, she was more or less just. We were more or less just co-workers. I figured she had my back. I didn't think she'd go rogue.
Well, she's been. The other day, she spoke to us like she was going to be in on the ambush planned for us.
I don't get that. She informed everyone to not bother you guys and let you do what you're doing.
She claims to have no objection to the idea of this continent becoming a giant dungeon.
Honestly, that's freaky as heck.
Is there any way you could gain contact with her?
I could try. It ain't gonna be easy while I'm stuck sitting on this mayor's seat, but I could sure as heck try at the very least. Though, like I told you guys a while ago, we haven't. Nobody in my group has seen her for a while now. She and Dark Eye just suddenly up and left one day.
I'm going to send a quick message to him. Wait, I thought you were Dark Eye.
He responds to your message with, "What? No. I don't have any fancy title like that."
Then aloud, do you have any idea who Dark Eye might be?
Same as Cirrus. He was a Kadabra who was part of the research group. You guys ended up meeting him, actually. He was the one that was with Diabolt on Tronfanel.
Interesting.
Couldn't tell you a lick about him aside from the fact that he was another researcher, and that's what my little group was formed out of, was mostly just the researchers at CLS. We didn't really exactly share heavy amounts of where we all came from. I just assumed, and from the looks of things, they were all Ledrithian, and we all shared each other's ideals.
Back on that other subject, is we kind of need the branch. It's an important component for what we're doing.
Yeah, sorry about that. It just. Apparently, he and a bunch of others were discussing on whether to steal it or just get it, and I figured it had his loyalty, so I figured, I'll offer it up. Maybe you can like make a deal with him to give it to him later or something.
And if we're thinking of the same person, I turn over to Rafa. Don't you already have a branch like that?
No.
What happened to it?
I'm trying to think. How do you guys know she has it again?
You wouldn't know. They know because someone told them about it, but you wouldn't know that they know.
Yeah, she's probably just gonna be like, No, I don't have a branch from the Weirden tree.
We were given information saying you did.
Rafa just shakes her head. I don't have a branch from the Weirden tree. I wanted to find one, but it was gone by the time I figured out where it was when it was here. So my search went back to finding the tree itself, and
Detect
I
thoughts.
did not get there.
Riddle, you're detecting thoughts on Rafa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, is that a wisdom save for me?
No,
No,
he just does it.
Yeah, it's just automatic. Basically,
I mean,
your surface level thoughts are given to him.
she's gonna. I mean, by the time you cast it on her, she's literally running through everything that she's been doing with the Weirden tree. If you were faster, you would have gotten the cover up part.
Mhm.
But now she's just gone into Rafa recitation mode.
Let's see here.
Where she's just talking about how she studied the branch, how she's been looking for the Weirden tree and stuff.
How did you lose it?
I never had a branch from the Weirden tree.
What about one from your homeworld?
That is telepathically, by the way.
Oh, so you're doing that just straight to her?
Yep.
She's probably just gonna look Renyl's like dead in the eyes.
She sees voids.
Yeah. She's not afraid of the void.
So what did Detect Thoughts pick up when he said that?
When he said, "What about from your homeworld?" she's probably going to be like, "Who?" And how? Lucius.
Via the same means that I am doing it with you.
So I guess now she's just gonna be telepathic, glaring at just her. She's gonna look more and more ticked off, but without saying any words, as she's just like, "So you probed his mind.
It is a very useful thing to be able to do.
You stole information from him."
Yes.
You two are done fighting amongst each other.
I mean, you can't hear that. You just see them glaring.
I know, so I can't hear what they're saying, but I can see them glaring at each other.
Yeah.
No,
They're
Rena's
doing
just staring at her. It's only Rafa is looking pissed.
They're doing the cat thing.
And I know Renyl's telepathic, so
It's not that hard to put
I
two
feel
and two
like I
together.
can come to the conclusion that they're
Fair enough.
kind of going at each other.
Proceed then.
Rafa, if you have any information that might be relevant, it would certainly be appreciated.
So, how on earth would a completely alien object be useful here?
Because it's connected to the same source.
To what?
It's connected to the same source. The tree. Look, we needed that branch, and we were going to try and acquire it from you. but we searched for another means to get a different one. And now it sounds like that you don't have yours anymore, and it would be prudent to know what happened to it.
Do you have any idea what you can do with clippings from a tree of life?
I read that book, so I think I have a vague idea.
Because among those possibilities is creating a is making the world a mystery dungeon.
Was there anything in that book about something like that?
I doubt it.
N- it is theorized that because the Brereton tree is weakened, the dimensional stability of the world is sort of decreasing, and that might be one of the potential reasons for mystery dungeons forming more frequently. Because before the war, there was few, if any, mystery dungeons, but after the war, they started popping up more frequently. So one assumption is the possibility that the Brereton tree might be weakened, but otherwise, there was nothing about the branches specifically creating mystery dungeons, or the
Well,
leaves, or any part of the tree specifically creating mystery dungeons.
I suppose it could lead to something like that, but I don't think even you don't have the information necessary to prove that.
She's just gonna look back to Reniel. If you're so intent on taking information, you might as well. Actually, can you use detect thoughts to like see memories? Is that a thing?
I mean,
He can dig into your brain and find something that looms deep on your heart.
I suppose if you're technically putting those memories in surface level thoughts, technically you could do it like that, but
Are you challenging me to dig deeper?
I'm not going to fight it. If you really want to see how bad this can be, if you misuse what I have.
This might tickle a little bit.
And he's gonna do it.
okay, that's
It's probably Vulcan mind melding with his tentacles.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Mayor's like disturbed.
Okay, so you're not resisting it?
Yeah, essentially, she's going to play for him essentially the last quote unquote cutscene we had with the Chaos Guild, where they got the scarves together and they made their declaration of what each of them were going to do. And if I remember right, Narthalepatep was the one who wanted to do the mystery dungeonification of the world.
No, that was Erebus and Nyx, I believe.
That was Erebus and Nyx. It was one of the two.
Well, it seems your world has its own set of problems.
She's also gonna replay the fight with just one, with Discord, with how obscene it became when he actually just tried using it.
Interesting.
And Rafa, you also know for certain that his detect thoughts have happened, the spell has now ended.
And she's just gonna be like, your tree is weakened. If this gets out, you cannot stop it.
She has a point.
Well, that's the reason we're trying to stop the one responsible for trying to weaken it.
we need to find the tree before he does.
And who knows, this could cause a ripple effect if that tree is really like the genesis of everything. If he messes with it here, it could have dire effects on other places.
And if I fail to save my world, it might not matter. Even if we use it here.
We are not suggesting using yours, other than as a locating mechanism.
That's the only thing we ever planned to do with this, was use it to locate the tree. That's it.
Well, I believe that can be arranged in a better environment.
But that's why we can't give up ours, and why we're wondering what happened to yours.
Eugene, hold your branch closer to Rafa.
All right, I'll reach into my bag and pull out the branch.
Okay.
Rafa's just gonna be like, are we sure we want to be producing such objects here in a public building?
Is there any sort of reaction from Eugene's branch?
Give me a second. Okay. All right. As you bring it closer, you do see the branch slightly glowing.
Well, maybe it isn't the wisest decision, but I don't think lying is either.
I was hoping not to do this in the mayor's office. The less who know about it, the better.
He already
Raven
knows about it.
Raven is trustworthy.
The people around him are not.
You do not know that.
I mean, I ain't exactly gonna say this to anybody. I kinda don't want Lanwell to be destroyed personally. If I did, I wouldn't be helping these guys.
So, what use would your friend have for our branch?
Well, getting back to our world.
You need two.
Essentially, our plan was more or less to use one as an anchor and one as a destination, so to speak. To choose specifically which tree of life we wanted to go to and from which tree of life we were originating from.
Well, we have no problem with you using it in that way. We just need it to locate it.
Not that they need it anyway. I am able to do what they were planning on doing.
Yeah, I was about to say too.
Actually, a good question would be: would Rafa know where Lucius is going? Because they might have planned this beforehand.
You know Lucius has been hanging around Whitetown because he was looking into... Basically, I imagine the way it happened is when Rafa said she was going to go to Steelport Steelport to see if Reniel could bring him home. Lucius was going to try and stay in Whitetown and figure out how to get the branch there, just as a backup plan in case Reniel was unable to do so.
Well, I don't know exactly where he went, but I am pretty good at tracking people down, given enough time. Or I guess given a short enough time from when they left.
Well, I think he's going to report to Raven at some point, too, regarding where these people ran off to.
I suppose, but then that gives you a question of: are you still going to go after the CILS, or are you going to go after Lucius?
Lucius is helping us locate the CILS.
At least assuming that Bunnery is him. I didn't exactly
course.
catch his name, but...
Did he wear a mining helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever washed it.
I didn't need that discount there. I didn't need that
Disclosure.
I think that you've seen and heard a lot more disturbing things from that one than from that. She just like points at Renya when she says that one.
In any case, where do we go from here, then?
I think before anything else, we need to wait for ostensibly Lucius to report back. And then from there, we can try to make plans on taking out the CILS's leadership.
You hear a knock on the door as you're saying that. Mayor Raven, you have a visitor. It's the same boy you sent off before.
Convenient.
Alright. Send him in. You hear footsteps. Well, you guys don't have long to wait at the very least. So, you stand there for a few seconds. And after those few seconds, you see a Baniri wearing a mining helmet walk in. He takes a look around, and after seeing Rafa, his eyes sort of widen, and he says, Rafa, what are you doing here?
Well, I guess the expedition went full circle. There's a lot to say on both ends, I imagine.
Yeah, right. First things first, do you mind if I finish up what I was doing here? We could talk.
Yeah, go ahead. Give him the stick.
No.
What? Anyways, Mayor, so I was tracking them down. Took a long while, but they went south and south until they crossed the lake south of here and ended up at some fort on the other side of the lake. Look, the fort looked strange. It looked like it was in a mystery dungeon or something like that. And as Raven hears that, he says, "Oh, Fort Red Deer." So that's where they went. Oh boy, that's gonna suck.
I'm not very familiar with the area.
Alright,
I'm not either.
well, he pulls out a map and, yeah, shows you just whoever put that there.
Me.
Thank you, Quill. Okay, so, you guys remember Fort Nightwell, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of the two surviving forts from the war. The other one was Fort Red Deer. It's unlike Fort Nightwell. That fort became Mystery Dungeon not too long after the war. One of the first Mystery Dungeons to appear after the war, which is why it wasn't able to be taken down or anything like that. It used to, and as far as we were concerned, it still did, have a bandit group who used that Mystery Dungeon as a base. They were the really strong and unruly type, and the fact that it was a Mystery Dungeon made it really hard to rout them, too. We basically put that fort and the areas around it as a no-go zone, and we've got people stationed in Horidtown specifically watching in the direction of that fort just in case those bandits come out to hound us. The fact that CLS fled there tells me that either they were working with the bandits or they figured the bandits would. Well, they were working with the bandits. They figured the bandits would be sympathetic with the cause, or they're so cornered that they decided to say screw it and go to the nearest place they thought was safe.
Well, then I believe that's where we're headed.
How many were there? Harold's going to ask Lucius.
4 of them. There was, there was this weird Mr. Mime. There was a Clefable. There was a Cinderace. And then there was the old mayor of this town.
The Nido King?
No.
No.
The Skeptile.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Septile. They were each carrying red crystals, which Raven told me to use to track them down with locate object. I didn't follow them too far beyond the mystery but dungeon barrier, though, because I didn't want to risk going into a place like that on my own.
Can't blame you there.
Right, so if they have the red crystals, obviously it means they'll have no problem actually getting into the dungeon, aside from the bandits, of course, but... I mean, if the bandits have been there for however long, then either that mystery dungeon is... what? Reinforced? I don't know. I mean, we've seen what happens. We've had the previous experience with the one mystery dungeon that the CILS kind of turns into a base. So,
Is the layout to that place similar to Nightwell?
I mean, it's a mystery dungeon, so its layout twists and turns a bunch.
right, but that's what I was kind of bringing up the point with the one dungeon that we found out at Blackbrook. At least I believe that was it, wasn't it? Out of character. Am I mixing up details, or I know there was a mystery dungeon?
Black Rock Mountain was a purge mystery dungeon.
Right.
I believe the one in Nightwell, like it was also a mystery dungeon, but it was like exactly the same when we went inside of it.
Yeah, that was specifically created by, well, Lightning, but Fluffwell.
Right. The one I'm thinking of is actually the one that Raven would know about because, it was kind of used uh, for his experiments in the first place.
Right. Yeah, well, altering mystery dungeons ain't exactly the easiest thing, let me tell you that. Mostly the way BlackRock existed was we just sort of figured out how things went, where things went, stuff like that. Because we had it as a base, we were able to sort of adapt with the mystery dungeon, know what safe zones will keep us from going crazy, and otherwise know good ways to get in and out. We mostly did research experiments there. We didn't exactly use it far beyond that, and that was pretty quickly vacated after we were done, shall we say. Still, I can give you at least a bit of an idea of what you might find there based on what other explorers who have tried to route those bandits experienced. I don't know if it'll be accurate to what's there now, but at least it can give you an idea.
Well, yeah, go ahead. I think we should act fast in any case because by the sounds of it, they're still going to be just setting up there, and we should hit them while they're preemptively strike them while they're doing that.
Alright, well, here's what we know about it. So, the dungeon itself is basically your typical fort. You got walls, towers with searchlights, stuff like that. The pharaohs themselves didn't know how to use any of that stuff, but the bandits certainly did. However, with those red rocks into play, it's entirely possible that they could command the pharaohs to use them just fine. There's also barricades with archers beyond them, stuff like that. And it ain't exactly easy to sneak through there because a lot of those pharaohs, invisibility doesn't work on them. So you actually have to sneak past them. Though they did report that apparently has a ton of treasure that the bandits either haven't managed to get or were uninterested in, or the very fact that it is a mystery dungeon keeps the treasure from disappearing. But for the most part, you're going to be dealing with an uphill battle trying to get past a lot of fortified locations. But that's just about all we know about it. Like I said, not if any explorer could have routed the bandits, we would have done so long time ago.
Well, we don't necessarily need to rout the bandits. We mostly just need them to not kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's entirely fair.
We're only after 4 individuals.
Gonna want to be careful though, depending on what deal they made with the bandits, assuming they did make a deal at all. I doubt
Think
they're.
the barrels will work again?
Excuse me?
Well, they have to get food and supplies somehow. So we could do another what we did last time. I know that means nothing to you, Mr. Mayor, but don't worry.
It would be much more difficult considering we do not have someone on our side that is affiliated with them.
Not to mention if it's only the 4.
And the ways to enter that place are far more limited.
They would probably be suspicious of any sort of supply.
In
I mean,
theory,
they
we could lay siege. In theory, we could lay siege to the place, but I don't think we have time for that.
They have to get it in and out somehow. And I'm willing to bet that White Town is the best place for that for them. It's the closest settlement. Obviously, they would be covert with how they get their supplies, but that just might mean they have 5 mules or so.
Maybe we can scout around it and see what leaves. But I worry because I think we need to hit it fast.
Yeah, I think once they find out what happened yesterday or however many days ago that happened, it won't work anymore.
Not to mention the moment they find out, that means they know, well, Purge isn't dealt with, and they're going to just simply move ahead unhindered.
Wait, the purge has been dealt with? You guys actually managed it?
Reniel nods.
Ugh, finally. Glad they're out of the way.
Does Reniel produce the job?
Oh no.
Reniel will show him Shad's spoons.
Did you wash those things?
No, they're covered in blood.
Oh,
Okay.
I told you you seen and heard worse from that one.
I ain't gonna ask for details on that one. And you see
You
Lucius is looking
certainly don't.
incredibly disturbed as well.
you certainly don't want any details.
In any case, what's our first step?
I'm not much for the brute force method, but I don't think we have any other option because as soon as they catch wind of everything, they're going to go forward with other plans, and it's just going to be harder and harder to stop if we delay it.
Not exactly sure what kind of plan you could really come up with right now that gets us in quietly. The biggest problem I have with any plan like that is simply if there's only 40 individuals and the rest are bandits. I don't know. You'd have to find some way to work with the bandits and figure out who's got inside knowledge.
Well, they could potentially be coerced, the bandits. I mean, they're bandits. All they want is money and food.
Which would mean we'd effectively have to outbid whatever, well, say LS potentially promised them. We wouldn't know.
We could simply offer them whatever is in the mystery dungeon to be theirs if they help us.
They've already had access to it for who knows how long, and they haven't taken it.
Then we make the offer that they get to keep it when we destroy the CILS, instead of us taking it from them.
They're probably going to underestimate us and and want to keep it for them and just kill us.
That, or they'll simply take two looks at us and imagine, oh, if they couldn't have reached whatever treasure they've left there for so long, then how could we? So, trying to make a bargain with what they'd already assume is either theirs or simply lost doesn't do us much good.
Well, I mean, if it was theirs, then why is the CILS owning it then?
We don't know the deal they made.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but
It will be much easier to make a counteroffer when we know what the original offer is.
All in all, that's relying a little too much on them even getting us any amount of warden instead of simply, taking shots the moment they had the chance.
Yeah.
Now, I know, Eugene, you said you don't like the idea, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I think brute force might actually simply be our best option.
No, I mean, I don't like doing that, but because we're just gonna be walking into whatever they have laid out for us. But I think it is the best option.
Simply means then we'll have to prepare for the worst from the get-go.
We
We will see if their tones change once a few of their comrades die.
Somehow, I
One thing
imagine that's only going to make them more hostile.
You would think. But when a Pokemon's life is on the line, they are typically willing to do just about whatever it takes to spare it, especially a bandit who only thinks for him or herself.
yeah, that's why it would not help us. They would be like, kill him and I'll run.
One thing we could do though too is we could don disguises of those CILS leaders and just walk in there. But I think that only a few of us are able to do that, and it might only get us so far.
Wouldn't they immediately be suspicious if they never saw them leave?
Yes, there would. Well, there would be a moment of confusion. Yes, and I'm just laying out some other options here.
Ugh.
I mean, we
But-
know that they let people in who aren't necessarily royal, given Cecilia or whatever her name was.
There was a way to make a second entrance.
You're looking at a mystery dungeon, so that ain't exactly easy. At the very least, since it's a mystery dungeon, it's going to be, if you go fast and quick, it's going to be a bit harder for them to prepare against you. My bet is, since they only left last night, probably the best they'll get is maybe putting some red rocks to have the ferals go do stuff, and that's about all they'll have for fortifications.
You have any other methods of dealing with those red rocks quickly?
I mean, we never really focused on destroying them as much as seeing what we could do with them, but best thing you got is things like bombs or things that just shatter objects. I suppose it's possible you could maybe dispel the magic on them directly with a spell.
Hmm.
Well, I again, I think our best option is just to go in guns a-blazing right now, right? And just try to disrupt them before they set up anything.
I agree with Eugene.
I'm looking through some of my own options in my head here. I would have the ability to attempt to dispel stuff, but only really twice. Other than that, I've still got. He starts shuffling through his pack. Well, I've still got these, and he pulls out the necklace of fireballs. Might actually be a good case to use them if we're going to be going up against more rocks, which means, well, CILS, so ferals.
Use them on groups of enemies.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet they spread out the crystals like the others did, just so stuff like that doesn't happen.
In that case, he pulls at them all. I guess I'll have to start using this one again.
I think it's imperative to take out the rocks first among anything. That not only neutralizes a bunch of enemies, but it will stop anything else they have planned.
We wouldn't be able to find a TM for hyper voice anywhere, would we?
That would probably be in Ledrith.
Yeah, if you're looking for more mass-produced TMs, you'd be looking in Ledrith. Sometimes the markets just have what TMs they have, but Ledrith is the main producer of those things.
Which we can't afford
Doubling
like
back.
that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the black market has something here, but even then, it would, at best case scenario, go through the bandits we're trying to stop.
I am ready to infiltrate a mystery dungeon.
Yeah, well, I'm not ready, but I'm ready, I guess.
Only thing I would suggest is perhaps, well, I don't even know where one would find explosives to stock up on.
Now, you can find bombs at pretty much like any weapon shop, so that's not an issue. If you want to get some explosives before you head out, feel free.
How many do I have left?
I've got one.
Or I don't have any, so I might want to get a couple.
Just
I have
as an
two.
idea that probably good for each of us to have at least one or two on our person.
Yeah.
I have shatter, but
I mean, that's definitely the best thing we have, because horns of blasting
Or scary.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, let's put it this way. I'm starting to creep up on my 10th use of it throughout its
my
entire
God.
lifespan here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've used it
20%
quite a few
usage?
times too.
Oh gosh, yeah, you've. Wait, no, that's not how that works.
It's only a matter of time.
It's like a 20% chance. What?
Yeah, let's definitely stock up on some bombs
Let's go shopping.
one last time because it was something we realized.
Will you be coming with us, Lucius?
I guess if you need me, I mean, I need that, we need that branch, so I guess if
You do not.
Yeah, Ralph is just gonna put her paw on his shoulder. Turns out that his information was correct. The reason why I'm still helping instead of back at home is because, well, if he dies, then the rest of you can't get back home. But I will tell you that the methods of this team are not something that you would want to see, and it's not something you would agree with either.
What you mean, Reniel?
She is specifically talking about me.
Yeah,
Unless you're referring perhaps to.
right, he did mention that. Lucius gives a sign. He says, I can help. I'm a strong fighter, but if I'm helping, I'm going to have to ask you not to kill.
Oh, that's not very hard for me.
I will attempt to curb my destructive tendencies, but I make no promises.
Are you aware of the kind of people we're going after?
There's a very good reason that, well,
And
even I've become a little more loose on that sort of thing.
and now that I think about it too, we don't have the evidence we did with the others to convict them for anything.
Which means
I mean, the red rocks are pretty good evidence they're trying to make Pokemon go feral, isn't it?
mind in this case, though, the CILS is more about controlling ferals than it was about draining Pokemon of their powers.
It is not
Either
just
way.
ferals they can control.
Either way, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, but
Magical manipulation.
we don't have evidence to prove that they're doing that.
They've got to have a lot of red rocks and and papers and stuff.
Yeah, but if
I have to agree with Rafa. The mayor was a member of CILS, and as a politician, there must be a paper trail somewhere.
but they're hunkering down with bandits right now. Do you think there's really a paper trail there?
Could be anything they had on them.
If they want to continue anything that they were researching, they would have to take those with them. It is really difficult to keep in mind large scientific discoveries. I've been writing a book for years.
No, I guess that would be a fair point.
My parents were always referencing their past discoveries. It makes sense to me.
And we
Well-
know for the fact that the four there are primarily researchers, so
Well, just be wary with where you detonate fireballs, okay?
right.
Do you have a promise then, or at least something close to that?
If we can find another option, we will. But if it comes down to a choice between letting them run free to continue doing what they're doing and killing them, we are going to do the latter. Will that suffice?
Lucius doesn't look terribly pleased at that, but he still gives a nod and he says, "Suppose that's good enough."
You have to understand we're going to be on a handicap with people who want to kill us, and, well, we're going to try and not do the same.
Especially when this has kind of come to a head and we have well, just call it a bounty would be softening the words. They've wanted us dead for a while now.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
I wouldn't be surprised if they send assassins after us too.
We already know the Purge did. And not just typical goons for hire, simple bandits, but, well, actual headhunters.
Yeah, it was pretty dicey last time. But I think we're gonna make our way to that place tomorrow morning. What time is it right now? Is it like evening?
Yeah, it's late.
Yeah. We're gonna go presumably in the morning after we pick up some more bombs.
Alright, I guess I'll meet you at the front gates then. Ruff, are you gonna stick with them?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, guess I'll see you at the front gates then too. He sort of gives a sigh as he walks out.
All right. Maybe look more into this Saris person, Raven.
Yeah, like I said, I'll do my best. Sitting in the seat doesn't exactly make things easy, but I can at least search like town records and stuff like that. See if I can find her name somewhere.
Well, at least the way that nobility usually works is that for someone to gain a title, it has to come from someone at least 2 ranks higher. So that would probably help you shorten down the list from the title of lady
Or
and
she is
anyone that
just
might
that
want her expertise.
Or she is just that full of herself.
Yeah.
If you're part of CILS, you have to have some level of order, I would imagine. Royalties are not exactly ones to let self-proclaimed people into their midst. Even if they start that way, they bring order swiftly.
I
Do you know
mean,
any?
to be fair, CLS isn't entirely just the nobility, but you're right, the upper echelons of CLS are mostly nobility, and if she were wandering around calling herself a lady in front of the rest of CLS and she didn't have claims to that, they'd probably be pissed.
Do you know anything about the 4 we're going after, Raven? The Mr. Rhyme, the Fable, Cinderace, and Sceptile, how they fight?
Yeah. Especially, I mean, the Cinderace is pretty dang common knowledge, but even the others, I can give you decent enough guess, sorry, blah.
I was about to say, actually, I was going to ask. I would imagine Sergey would probably know how said Cinderace fights.
Yeah, you know that the Cinderace is pretty up close and physical. He carries a giant greatsword, and he's known for being a very powerful physical powerhouse.
I think it'll come down to it being a bit of a duel between me and that Cinderace. Won't want uh, won't want him getting close to anyone like Renjul, because he's going to try to get it in your face.
In my experience, it's like common practice to go after the mages.
Renniel poofs out of existence
Sure.
for a second and then poofs back.
Yeah. In that case, perhaps I'll see if I can safeguard Renjul.
Anyways, as for the mayor, he's basically your typical. He's basically your typical hit and runner. So,
Like a rogue.
yeah, more or less like
The,
that.
the politician's a rogue. How about that?
He can climb real good, though, so he oftentimes likes to use walls and stuff like that to his advantage. And he's also known for having such a commanding presence that he can help an ally act again, even if they've already
Done so.
or even before they would usually do so.
So he took a level in Order Cleric.
Zephora's pretty much your stock and standard magic your mage. She does have a few things that'll keep you standing still and stuff like that, but otherwise, she's just your typical stock and standard mage. And Geralt, you fought his brother. He's probably fair bit stronger than his brother, but he fights just like his brother does.
Remind me, that was like years ago, like a year or so ago.
He was a mage, wasn't he?
Yeah, he basically was. He used magic, but he also used physical attacks with his magic, so he's sort of mixed. Like the smite spells and stuff like that. So he was basically a frontlines mage.
Okay. Well, we're going to be heading to the fort tomorrow morning.
Good luck.
Trying to think if we have a way to just go ahead and cross that lake.
You want me to get you a boat?
That would be helpful.
Yeah, I could get you a simple rowboat. You guys will have to carry it to the lake yourselves, but I could get you a simple rowboat pretty easily.
We have done that before.
Quite a while back, but yes.
Does the river next to Whitetown flow towards or away from the lake?
The river floats towards the ocean. So it flows
Okay.
like this.
Well, darn.
We have to fight the river. In that case, it would be faster to carry it, I would bet.
We could just ford the river. Or just go along it. I mean, we'd have to ford it twice if we ford it once, so...
Well, you can easily just go like this around to the lake. If you want to avoid fording the river. Since it's still within the hex, it's still your typical walk cycle.
Yeah, we just walk alongside it.
Yeah.
Just pass by the potential White Rock location and then cross the river.
May as well check to
lake.
see if it's there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we got a plan. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just need a quick pricing on what the bombs are.
Let me check that. Bombs are 50 gold each.
Oof.
Ugh. Glad I did not spend that much.
Reniel will purchase 2 bombs.
Yeah, it's a little Sergey.
I'll go ahead and get 3.
I think I'll keep 2. I have 2 left. So
Is Rafa gonna get any bombs?
I don't know, do we want me to get bombs?
I think with most of us having bombs and then other methods, we should be fine.
yeah.
Okay. Alright, then. You guys find a place to stay for the night. Time passes, and you meet up with Lucius at the gates next morning, ready to head on over.
So, question previously about the shopping list you gave us before. I bought this around one. Does that mean it has 2 charges, or there's only 2 available?
Oh, that means it has 2 charges.
Okay, yeah. I bought that in a hunter's coat just to update the audience.
Oh yeah, Rafa got a cool sword that ignites. It's not as cool as the Holy Avenger, but it's at least half as cool.
Alright. Sergey, what's your armor going to be at?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Just that'll be the usual that I would default to, which was it?
I think you're usually piercing, I want to say. Or was it
No,
blood?
he's usually bludgeoning
Bludgeon,
because
yeah.
we have that Storm Sphere strat.
Ah, right. Okay, gotcha.
It was piercing for the last time, but that didn't end up working out anyway. I mean, it kind of worked.
It did limit their options. But, alright.
I mean, heck, it worked because of Astrob's 1 AoE.
Alright, yeah. Alright, and if you wanna mess around with your spell list at all, Lucius is going to be mostly focused on support.
Right.
So if you wanna, whether you wanna focus on that or not, is up to you. But he's gonna, I had of him mostly focusing on support options.
+2.
Is he gonna aid us?
Bless us.
Yes, bless is one of the options. Yes.
Let's just all cast bless. All three of us. Everyone will get 3d4.
I don't think bless stacks.
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
But it would be funny.
All right.
All right, let's get the show on the road.
Well, if he's got bless, let me just swap.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go slow, fast, or normal pace?
Don't see any reason to go.
I mean,
uh,
could we get there in one day if we go fast?
You're gonna get there in one day regardless.
Then we probably want to be stealthy if we're gonna get there in one day either way.
Oh, you're not gonna get there one day if you're going slow. Sorry, you're gonna go there one day if you're going normal or fast. Slow, it'll take 2 days.
We can go normal then. Because I don't think that giving them time to screw around with the weird and branch is a good idea. Because I'm sniffing JRPG going on over here.
JRPG, okay.
You know, when the heroes show up and we're just too late. I've got the ultimate power, and then we have to go fight the god.
I've already eaten the other Chaos Emeralds.
What?
I'll find it.
You're too late, Sonic. I've already eaten the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, I think Lucius still has the axe. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Lucius still has all his stuff. I'm probably not going to use him because he's just going to be an NPC here, but he still has all his fancy stuff.
Yeah, unless there's a Greninja, then that axe is coming down, right?
Gosh frickin' darn it.
Never gonna live that down, man.
You kicked him into infested waters.
Okay. Yeah. Normal pace.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Alrighty then. Everyone, roll me D8 then. And you'll also have to contend with Lucius' luck too, because he's around.
Oh gosh.
You got an 8.
Apparently, when I'm a GM, my luck just supersedes Lucius's luck.
I was about to say.
Is that all of them? Nobody got a 1?
I think so.
We got a lot of 4s.
Yeah.
We did get a 2.
Rolled 4. Yeah. No, you're looking pretty safe on the walk. Are you gonna actually divert a little time to check on the White Rock, or are you just gonna keep passing by?
Cursory glances. We can check on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, nothing too thorough. Just kind of looking around as we're on the trail.
Okay, then everyone except for Rafa, because she has no idea what you'd be looking for, give me perception checks.
Yeah. And yeah, with our level up, my expertise went up. So we're doing perception.
Yeah.
Yep.
17.
13.
15.
29.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't it feel good?
Expertise. Juicy.
Okay. So as you guys are walking along where the White Rock is, you look around and none of you sees anything except for Eugene. You look, and off in the distance, you do see that the White Rock is in this current location as of right now.
Could we divert and just kind of go over to it? For like, how long would it take just to go get a closer look at it?
You would still be able to get back on pace. It'd be late evening, getting close to night by the time you'd reach the fort, but you could divert some time to go finding it.
So what I want to do is go up to it and take a little fragment of it.
Okay.
Reniel is going to stop him and say,
Are you sure it is wise to touch it?
Maybe not.
What are we touching?
Well, I just I just wanted a piece so we could maybe find it later through locate. I don't know.
Even if that is the case, I do not know if it would be wise to touch it, as often touching such objects initiates a teleportation sequence.
Okay, well, it's right there. I just don't know if it'll move.
If you are willing to risk the integrity of our plans, we could put the teleportation wand here, turn it on, and hope that it does not teleport.
That seems like a very bad idea to me.
I agree.
Yeah, let's just go.
Okay, so you're heading back on the trail?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we never left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you go back and you reach the lake. You are on the bit of a wider spot, though. There seems to be a bit of fog on this lake, so it makes it hard to see the other side. But you're gonna drop your railboat, your railboat and rowboat.
We were carrying it the whole way here.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We strong. Didn't even slow us down.
Well, we've gotten much stronger since the last time we had to carry a rowboat long distances.
And you've also got like 6 people, one of which is
Yep.
actually decently strong.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so you're rolling your way across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you. Oh, sorry, were you saying something?
No.
Okay, so you slap your rowboat down and you begin rowing your way across the lake. As you're doing so, eventually you find yourself passing through the fog, and it's pretty thick around you.
We light a lantern and to kind of that fog cutter mode.
I would not advise lighting a lantern in the fog, as fog is a colloid and it will scatter the light, making it more difficult to see.
But it will be easier for them to see us.
So all the more reason we shouldn't.
Should make sure we're going in the right direction. You know, the way water works, we might get turned in another direction.
I'm like, I don't think Rafa can get lost unless this is magical fog, right? Am I crazy?
What's Rafa doing to not get lost?
Being a scout fighter.
I mean, what's the ability?
I'm like, I'll go creep into to Wikidot and read it. It's for sure Z's. Well, yeah, your group can't become lost except by magical means. That's just what it says.
Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, you imagine you wouldn't get lost.
Okay, well, if you're confident in your abilities, we could.
Oh, that's only when you're in your favored terrain.
Oh. I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
Rafa's favorite terrain is water.
I don't think Rafa has a favored terrain. I never got one, and I never chose one.
No, it's because it's like a UA fighter thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's like it says that it does say that there's a favored terrain, but I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm going to assume the cat's favorite terrain is not on a rowboat in the middle of a
Let's
lake.
just assume grassland because she's from the grass continent.
Probably for the best.
Is this grassland?
Nope.
Do you think a
Where's
lake
this
is
water?
grassland?
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna be rowing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you row along.
Hold on. Is Harold affected by this?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
He wouldn't. If he were to make attacks in the fog, he wouldn't be affected by it in terms of that. But they probably
It's not
could-
like the fog disappears all around us or anything.
yeah. Or well, actually, let me look at that actually, because that's an interesting question.
I suppose if we start going through a stream, we will know where we are anyway.
Yeah, if you end up suddenly forward through a stream.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I can't successfully use
Yeah,
Wind Waker.
based on what I'm reading of Cloud9, it's not like basically the weather doesn't affect him, but it doesn't but it doesn't all disappear or anything like that. So if he tried to like if you were to make a check to make
Yeah, I
sure you're
understand.
navigating, yeah.
Well, that means he can see.
So what now?
So anyways, you're just sorry. So you are going forward then.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, you know what I could do? I could at least make a light breeze just going in the going to the south, so we know.
Wind Waker wand.
Yeah. Sure, it might not blow away the fog or anything, but hey, we can just use the wind to know which direction we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep. So I'll just use the Wind Waker to make a light wind going south.
Okay. You use the Wind Waker. You cast yourself a little the do-do-do. And as the wind blows, you see the fog blow with it.
Ah.
And you see this ahead of you.
Oh,
Them all looking surprised at you.
well.
Oh.
What the heck? Yeah, screw it. Attack anyways. Roll initiative.
You are not fishers.
I don't think with attack anyways, they're fishers.
Maybe they are harpooners.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was an interesting way of rolling initiative.
Breniel's ready to go.
Alright, let me throw you guys all up.
Already
Except
got
for
Reniel
Reniel, who
in there.
threw himself up.
All
Hairball.
right, that's a 23.
Alright, you're over there to the right. Your token
Yep,
attack
seems
has-
about right. Very cool.
See, and then Eugene.
Lucius is so small.
Yeah, that Baneri sprite was really small.
Unui.
It has not been scaled up. There
All
you
right,
go.
let's go. Buoyancy operated aquatic transport.
She's got a 7.
Oh, nice. It got ourselves a 23 and a 0.
Yep. Ain't it great?
Why are the fire types really fast and the water types really slow in
Look,
this
man, I
in this
couldn't tell
initiative
you.
order?
I couldn't tell you. I just know I always
It's
rolled
so-
this low at circuit.
It's so funny.
Okay, before we begin combat, who is going to be in charge of the boat? Otherwise, the boat itself is not going to move.
Ah,
I mean, they're coming to us, so do we really need to row the boat?
Do you think you do?
Why don't we just
probably.
make Lucius do it?
You want Lucius
Yeah.
to roll the boat?
Actually, that's probably the smart play.
That is the best play for GM sanity and for action economy.
You know? Okay, fair enough. Lucius will just tell him where you want to put the boat, and Lucius will move the boat.
Right.
Also, let me get the map for the people. Anyways, Rafa, feel free to go first.
Okay. I'm like, I don't really think there's anything I can do. Actually, I might be able to take a shot, I think. Let's see. Yeah, how much distance is between me and them? A lot. It's like about 9,500 feet. Oh, baby, the crossbow is just enough. All right, so
You
And
can
I'm
also
going
move closer on the boat.
yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter either way because I can hit everyone from here.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to just take out the Needhog crossbow, which is probably is like carbon fiber, and it looks extremely out of place. Everyone is probably wondering what it looks like, as well as the battery slot has no battery in it, but it's probably apparent. And I'm gonna shoot this Decidui,
All right.
which I have advantage on because he hasn't done anything this turn.
All right. Make an attack roll.
I got a 4. It missed.
Yes, a 4 does with advantage. Oh my gosh.
With advantage. I mean, I do have a +8 to that, which is 12, but I highly doubt a 12 will hit.
12 does not hit. So you fire your crossbow and it just goes sploosh.
Sploosh. All right. How's like I don't know whatever 7 + 8 in the 20s is.
25.
Okay, that will hit.
All right. And because I have advantage on this, I get the sneak attack damage too. So that's nice. Okay, so that's gonna be D10 + 4. Is that still electric? Actually, I wrote it down as that, but I don't know actually. Or is
You
that
would
just
need a battery to.
Yeah,
to do the electric? So it's just Pearson.
yeah.
But 13 damage. It ain't too bad. Not too shabby, as they say.
All right.
And I'm going to actually, yeah, I guess only Reniel can do it. So I'm going to use my bonus action to spot for Reniel on this Decidui over here. So he will also have advantage.
Okay. Neat.
More than 30 feet away.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah, you can't do that.
Well, I don't think that I have any cool bonus actions that I can do then.
All right. Well, I guess we pass turn over to Eugene.
All right, I'm gonna tell Lucius, get closer, get closer.
Lucius will do so on his turn.
All right, and then I'm going to steady aim at the one Rafa attacked.
All right. Let's see if your luck is better than hers. Watch this be a nat 20.
Well, the 19 will hit. This is normal arrows too.
Yep, that'll hit. All right, roll off your ridiculous damage.
All right, so D8 plus 5. So the bow itself does that. I get another attack with the Gloomstalker thing.
You had advantage on that, right?
Yeah.
So
No, just the
sneak-
first attack.
It's a sneak attack.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just doing. Oh yeah, guess I should do the sneak attack first.
Well, I mean, since you've got another attack, you could technically fish for the crit sneak attack, but that's only if you want to.
I don't get advantage on the other one.
Oh, right, never mind then.
So the opening does only it does 16, and then I get my second attack.
That'll hit.
And that just does another D8. Another 6 damage on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the full flurry, but
Does Gloomstalker get an extra D8 on the first turn as well, or am I crazy?
no, I didn't use Zephyr Strike. That's where my other
Okay.
one would have come from. So yeah, conserving spells here. I totally forgot to use my new feature, but oh well.
Whoops.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Lucius to get closer to them.
Okay. Lucius will roll the boat closer. Reniel.
Calm mind pass turn.
All right.
Nay.
The Sidui are going to. Guess they're going to return fire on on English.
On English, I knew it.
Rafa.
Eugene and Rafa. There we are. So yeah, they're both going to do that. They will get actually 3 attacks, surprisingly.
Each?
Yes, each.
Huh.
Man, they're level 11 fighters. No.
Hey, remember how we mentioned that there were assassins after us?
Yeah.
Man.
All right.
It's okay. The last Decidueye I fought ended up
Eugene.
losing his face.
Does a 17 hit?
No, you're looking for an 18.
Okay, then that'll hit. And, okay, so he only hit you once.
Yeah.
Which means you'll uncanny dodge this.
Yep. What else is with that? Okay.
He deals 25 damage with his arrow.
All right, I'll uncanny dodge that.
Okay. Rafa. Does a 20 hit?
On this turn, yeah.
Okay, that's a miss. And he got another 20.
2 dirty 20s. I'm like, should I use my poor man's uncanny dodge or nah?
I mean, these arrows hit like trucks.
Right. Rafa, the first attack deals 24 damage, and the second attack deals 25 damage.
Yeah. I think that poor man's uncanny dodge is a good use right now. So I do have to roll for this, which sucks. So hopefully I don't take that 25. Let's see, it's a D8. If I get a 1, this isn't gonna go so well. Got a 2, that's
Cool.
all I need. So only one of those hits, which the first one was 24, right?
Yeah.
So I still take a lot of damage, but it's half as much as it would have been.
More or less, yeah. And the two of them are going to go back behind these. Whoops. Oh no!
Boat
then,
sinks.
and then the boat crushes the Decidui and B Sharp killing the boat. No. Okay. Whoops. It was literally the only one I didn't make a mount. Oh my gosh. Think you were here, you were here. And they're both going to hide behind these B Sharp. And that will be their turn. It is the Huntail's turn. They are gonna see. Yeah, you guys are really... They can go. Okay. They are going to use the dash action to get in your grill. Though it is now Lucius's turn, and he is going to roll the boat with his action. And since I did make it a mount, you guys managed to go that far. Harold, it is your turn.
Okay. Give me just a second. Let me measure something real quick. Those Decidui don't seem to be properly on tiles.
No, sorry, it's hard to figure out what is or is not a tile when the with the bolt. Let me try and properly.
Well, it doesn't really matter for what I want to do. I can still make this work.
Boat. There, they should all be on proper tiles now.
Okay, let me make sure that didn't screw up my plans. No, it did not. Okay. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast, and I am going to send one shot at each of the Decidui.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so the first one at the one that has already been damaged is going to be a 17.
Okay. That would normally hit, but the B sharp on the boat is going to use his reaction to basically take the blast, and it does not hit him.
Okay. And the second one is going to be a 27.
Okay, that will hit. That will definitely hit that Decidui, and since it's far beyond that B sharp's AC, he can't do the same thing.
Okay. So that is going to be... Wow, that's a crappy damage roll. 5 points of force damage, and he is pushed back 10 feet.
Oh.
Ooh, sploosh. He has fallen into the water. It doesn't seem to be bothering him too much, but he has fallen into the water.
And I think that is actually. I might end up regretting this, but I think I am also going to jump into the water
Okay.
and dive down a little bit so that I'm under the boat, and I will pass my turn.
Okay. How many feet under the water are you?
Probably just like 5 feet.
Okay, then yeah, that'll be enough so that when Lucius' turn rolls around, the boat will go above you. Alrighty. It is the B-Sharp's turn. This one is gonna man his boat so that he can be right there to help the Decidui there come back up. The other one is gonna take out his own bow, and he is going to fire at your ship. Yep.
Man, that's so rude.
Yep, that'll hit.
Extra rude.
Dice. There we are. Okay. Your boat takes 6 damage. It doesn't look like it was too badly bruised by that, but did damage. And Harold, or not Harold, Sergey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it seems like a better opportunity. So, yeah, I'm just gonna pull off one of those beads from the necklace of fireballs. I'm gonna yeet it at the right boat.
Okay. That'll be a dex save, I believe.
Yep. Let's see. Save is DC 15.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the Decidueye's in water, but otherwise, the
I mean,
B-Sharp and the
like the
boat
boat.
aren't going to like this. So the B-Sharp really not going to like it if I understood me correctly.
I mean, the Decidui is going to take the fireball damage either way.
The B-Sharp failed massively.
Nice.
The boat failed massively.
Do the thing, say, I cash fireball.
Oh my gosh, the Decidui got a nat 20, so I guess him being in the water really helps.
You just sees it coming and he just goes underwater.
Well, anyways,
Yep, roll your damage.
ignites flammable objects too. Very cool.
I mean, he can't use his bow now that the string is wet, so I don't know what the
28.
Decidui going to do.
Okay. You dealt some pretty hefty damage to the boat and to the B-Sharp.
Shame I can't throw another one.
You could have thrown all of them if you wanted.
No.
Is the boat
Or
on
actually-
fire?
The boat seems to be able to... The boat does not seem to be on fire, but it does look like it did help dry it off to make it potentially easier to be flammabilized. That is not a word, I'm well aware.
Flammabilized.
I don't think this is like.
Guys, do we have bomb arrows?
This isn't like Geopebbles or Iron Thorns where I can throw a second one.
No, it's not.
Dang.
And, I don't know, Rafa, do you want to try sticking a bomb at the end of one of your arrow?
I mean, I had a different plan in mind.
But Rafa doesn't have the fuse ability.
Well, anyhow, I think I'm gonna just stick by the boat.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wait here.
I'm like, only artificers have that ability because they can make the glue.
All right. Rafa, we're back to you.
All right. How close am I? Not close enough. I was thinking of hucking oil at the boat and speeding up the burning process, or putting it on an arrow, but I don't think that's gonna work.
Do you
'Cause
want to try putting it on your arrow?
I don't want to accidentally burn our boat, so no. It would be fun though, that's for sure. I'm like, let's see. Oh, I don't have that anymore. That's right. I don't think it would have reached anyway. Well, I guess. Are they close enough for me to spot for anybody? No. All right. Well, then I better do this turn, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind. Get that out of the way.
Already, huh?
Dude, these guys do way more damage than this heals. So that'll be, let's see, D10 plus my fighter level, which is 6, which gives me 8 HP back, which isn't a
Ouch.
lot. But it's more HP than I had before, and that's what matters.
And your action?
Let's see. Is there any cool stuff that I could pull out? Nope. We're just gonna have to keep doing what I was already doing, which is shoot him.
The plight of melee-based characters in water.
I'm like, I'm gonna shoot the boat over here
Okay.
and try to make a hole in it. So
Okay.
this will be D20 plus.
You know what we should do? You should just attach a rock to the arrow.
23.
All right, that'll pierce the boat's AC.
All right, and then the damage is going to be D8 plus 4. 12. Nice.
Oh boy.
Do that trick again, unless the boat has a massive hole in it at this point.
The boats looked like it's seen better days, but it isn't horribly damaged yet.
All right, well, we're not getting any crits today, but we are getting a bit better with every shot. 8, so 20 damage altogether.
Nice. Yeah, that boat's not looking too hot.
And I'm gonna go prone.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm going to duck under the little wings of the boat and the seat. I'm gonna wedge myself in there.
Okay, cats might be liquid, but I'm not allowing that cats to be actively liquid in this campaign.
I mean, either way, it's the prone condition, which is what I'm going for.
Yeah, you're prone. All right, Eugene.
What is the distance of the surround wand?
All wands have a distance of 60 feet.
Okay, so can I move right here and use it to put us inside this boat?
Why
Arafa
would
and
you
Kurgan,
do that?
Yeah, why would you do that?
so we can all attack them.
It's a sinking boat.
You'll be slightly treading water, but you'll be fine. But otherwise, yes, if you want to use your surround wand there, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Do
gosh.
you want to do that?
How sturdy does the boat seem at this point?
A few good hits will just looks like it'll start taking in water, but it's still a little sturdy left. It's still a little sturdy.
Which one? Ours?
Theirs, I assumed.
Oh.
And what's the status of the Decidui? Is it still in the water?
Yeah, as of right now, it is still in the water.
Okay, actually, in that case, I'm not going to take Rafa with me. I'm just going to take Sergey with me and get him on the boat. With the
Okay, you're
surround
gonna
mod.
need to position. You're gonna need to make sure you have enough movement to do that, but otherwise you can.
Yeah, I definitely, because I can move into. I have the water walking ring, so I can.
Oh
Just walk
right,
on
you have the
water.
water walking ring. Okay. Then yeah,
Yeah.
okay, you can flick your surround wand and you can warp both of you over there.
All right, it's an action to do that.
Yes, it is an action to use the wands.
Okay, so I guess we're in the boat right now, like that, or not, Harold? Oh, sorry, Harold. you're both blue, so it's like that, or
Yeah, like that.
all right. And could I just use my offhand to make a swing at the Bisharp now with Sergey next to me?
Does that require you to use an action or to use your action to make?
I think I do. Yeah. I think I
Rules
do.
is written no. You cannot.
Oh,
Because
I
you
cannot
didn't
attack.
make an attack with a light
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
okay. All right,
Yeah,
then
you're
I
both
won't do
there
that.
now, so you're set up for next turn, and this Bisharp's just like, what the heck?
Well, use your bonus action to help
Ye-
then.
Yeah, I'm going to disengage and then run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Wow.
All right.
Have fun, Sergey.
Well, it's only one guy.
I mean,
essentially.
Yeah, or
Okay.
you can just smite the boat.
Alrighty,
actually,
Reniel.
All right, Reniel is going to Psycast Telekinesis, and he is going to flip this boat.
Flip.
So it is taking on water, and he's going to move it 30 feet down with the passengers still inside of it.
oh my gosh.
Okay, let me.
Lucius is watching a man murder again.
Is it 1,000 pounds? Yeah.
Let's see. So it's 1,000 pounds, right?
Yep.
I am going to actually have to look up what the typical weight of a rowboat is.
Not 1,000 pounds.
It's
I
not
can
a
carry
That's a
thousand
ton,
pounds.
yeah.
It's half a ton.
half a ton.
Yeah.
I can carry a rowboat, and I am pathetically weak.
Okay, then, yeah, you flip them over, and the rowboat is now under the water.
I made sure to scoop up some water in the side while I was capsizing it, so that it is no longer buoyant.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I mean, even
And they
if it
cannot
went
stay-
underwater, the water would make it no longer buoyant anyway.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it would take a bit, but yeah. If you put one hole in it, that's all it would really need.
My lordy.
And he did this psionically, so they have no idea he's doing it. And he's just
Oh
going
my
to go
God.
prone and look like he's
Our
cowering.
Flips.
Yeah, there we go. This is the. I think this is adequate.
Guys, I think it's time to abandon ship.
These guys are posting gifs that you can't see for reference.
Apologies, but it's also funny.
All right. Okay. It is the Decidueye's turn. This one is going to
This
move.
dude was in the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's gonna move away from there, and let me look at his speed again. Yeah. So he's going to be moving away from the water and trying to get back up, but he'll still be 5 feet underwater for this turn. And this one's gonna get back on land.
The boat.
Yeah, the boat. And oh my god, you used a 5th level spell for this.
No, I didn't. I psionically casted.
Oh, with the Renial
The juicy. If he wanted to, he could melt a 5th level spell slot and do it again, though.
Okay, and he is going to. Let's see. He is going to. Yeah, he's just gonna try and fire at you, Eugene.
Wouldn't he have
Do you have
disadvantage
disadvantage?
because Harold is standing next to him?
Sergey.
Or Sergey, sorry.
Blue.
Both blue, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he's not worried about that. He's gonna let the B-sharp take care of that.
Okay. But I mean, his like shots will be at disadvantage because Sergey's.
Yeah,
next to
I
him.
know.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry, I'm paying attention.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, they might still hit. It's just
We would find out
Yeah.
they have a +10.
it was all part of the plan.
All right. His first attack misses. His second attack. Okay, you're lucky. It still hits, but he burned him nat 20.
Okay.
You take 25 damage.
Again.
These guys are really rolling high.
Yeah, no kidding.
Uncanny the dodge.
Yeah, I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
Okay.
Even when we go, even with disadvantage, they hurt.
That was a very lucky hit. Alright. It is these guys' turn. This guy is gonna flop on and attack you, Raniel, and this guy's gonna go after the ship. Let's see.
I jumped over the side as I was like flopping around on the edge.
What does that remind me of?
Raniel does okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. I don't think he could be at 27.
No.
Would he get cover from being prone in a boat?
Well, he gets half cover because Lucius is standing there, but even still, even with half cover, I don't think that's gonna help. So, Raniel, you will take. You'll take 16 damage as this fish bites into you.
Alright.
And as for the second fish,
Give me a second. 2d20. Okay, yeah, Raniel's fine.
alright, you need to concentrate. Wait, what are you concentrating on?
Telekinesis.
Oh, that's okay.
They still under.
Well, one is. As for the second one, it hit your boat, and it hit your boat hard.
Holy crap.
Well, it's only because they have, they're very good
Siege
against
weaponry.
objects.
See.
They have a special ability called Ship Muncher.
Ship muncher. Alright, and that is their turn. Do you still want Lucius to move the boat?
I'd like him to attack, if at all possible, or heal.
Yeah, the other question is, if we were to move the boat, would that risk the boat taking oppies?
It didn't before.
No.
Right.
Technically, granted, I didn't really think of these, but technically the boat is being forcibly moved by Lucius, and if you're forcibly being moved, then you will, then it doesn't work.
Ah,
If anything, it sounds like he should take opportunity attacks if he does it.
Though actually, Lucius would probably technically take an oppie here if he did, but if you want him to,
I would like him to get the fish off of me.
understandable.
Okay, Lucius will help get the fish off of you. Let's see, it has been a while since I've been Lucius. Alright, he will take his... Let me check, actually. Yeah, he'll take his giant Charizard winged axe, and he'll ask this guy a question. I believe that is his... Yeah. Okay, that'll hit, and that'll hit. $25 damage to Fishy. And luckily it's not resistant to fire despite being water, so...
Is that plus four to each attack or plus 8 to each attack?
That's plus 4 twice to equal plus 8.
Okay.
I rolled both of it all at once. I just prefer to do that generally, unless it's important for like uncanny dodge or something like that. Alright, so yeah, you see Lucius take his Charizard axe and slam against that guy. And Harold.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Eldritch Blast and try to force these two Huntail off the boat.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire one at each.
Alrighty.
Actually, first, before I do that, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to cast Hex on the one that Lucius just hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to give it disadvantage on strength checks. Okay, 26 to hit the one on the left.
That does indeed hit.
That's going to be... Ooh, excellent. 14 points of force damage, and it's pushed back.
Nice.
And a 21 to hit the other one.
That does indeed hit.
And that is going to be
14 again.
total of 14 points of force and necrotic damage. And it is also pushed back.
That fish is off you now, Rhyneal. Okay.
And that is going to be my turn.
Okay. It is the B-Sheriff's turn. I'm just gonna... There.
Oh,
What, did you
Yep.
drown?
he's metal.
Let's just say B-Sharp and Waters don't exactly go well
Oh.
together. I mean,
it's
I'll just say
dry
you don't see him
and
coming back up anytime soon, so you're not sure whether he's just swimming or anything like that.
And then Reniel has committed the first murder in front of Lucius Benny.
No, it was the water that did that, not him.
Yeah, not Renial. No.
It was nature.
Yeah, technically Radial sidecasted, so the boat just looked like it suddenly capsized and went down. Ironically, Radial is actually rules lawyering Lucius.
Oh, man.
Sergey, does a 21 hit?
Man, these guys should learn to These guys should learn to not invest in self-capsizing boats. Jeez.
Anyhow, yeah, that hits.
Okay, 12 doesn't hit, I'm pretty sure.
No, you need a 19.
And he got, just as you said that, he literally got exactly 19.
Of course. Man, I really should have used surf. Or no, I would need surf for later today. Yeah.
You take a total of 24... Wait, let me check. Is this... slashing. Yeah, you take a total of 24 slashing damage.
All right. This is fine.
Okay. And Sergey, it is back to your turn.
Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna pull out the siege maul and I'm gonna just swing at the boat.
Oh my god! Make your attack.
Natural one. Natural one.
Geez, for trying to help these guys, you sure want them to die.
It's because it would be funny.
Fire Ollie's just a chaos gremlin.
Is plus 7. Yeah, nice.
Also, it's an ice roll, so if you
That doesn't hit.
Oh, I get another.
Yeah, you do.
see,
Okay,
That
that's
does
19
hit. Roll your
It
damage.
is double damage, luckily, for this, but I'll still just roll this as it is. 6 plus.
Put in a smite.
Honestly, if we need this thing down.
searing smite. Bam.
And because of my armor, I get to add proficiency. So let's start with that first. Wait, do I double the proficiency damage then? Or
Basically,
Flat.
you roll the damage and then it is doubled.
okay.
Is basically how I roll it.
Well, nice 32 damage there.
Okay, you do that and you hear a nice the ship is going to be capsizing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. With the fact that it's gonna sink at this point, I'm just gonna shoot them both like a quick little finger salute and just jump off. And yes, I am risking the offies for this.
Well, I think you'd only take one because the other guy has a bow.
The boat cannot take an oppie, but there are 2 guys on it.
No, I mean the Decidui has a bow, so he probably can't do very much in terms of oppies.
Yeah, that is exactly oppieing you, but the other guy.
You can technically make melee attacks with a bow, but they suck.
I mean, you can always use a bow as a bludgeon, or I mean, there's a creative option of trying
Both
to
of
strangle.
them miss you horribly.
Great. Well, see ya. We're 30 feet off from where I'm at. Over there. Perfect. I'm over here now.
Okay. Rafa, you see this boat is about to capsize, and you see both the Decidui and the B-Sharp are freaking out. And the B-Sharp is calling, Huntail, we're done. Get us out of here. What do you want to do?
I mean, how does Hex work? Does it work for me too?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. Focus fire is good for you. I'm like, so I'm just gonna shoot this Huntail, I guess.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm gonna get him. Actually, he's not adjacent to anyone. Unfortunate.
He was sort of blasted away from Raniel's face.
How is a 27?
That'll hit.
Unfortunately, it was no crit, but it was cool. I'm like, there's 9 damage. Can we get the crit on this one? No, it's a 21 though.
That'll hit.
That's another 8 damage, so 17 to this Huntail. Is he still alive?
Yes.
Alright, well then I'm gonna spot him.
You're gonna do what?
Use the help action.
Oh, who are you giving it to? You have to choose someone who you're helping to attack him.
Yeah, I'm like, I guess it has to be Reniel because
Reniel has to use his action on telekinesis. Well, he doesn't have
Okay.
to, but he's going to.
All right,
Yeah,
well then
yeah,
it's a
Eugene's
Herald
probably
then.
the best
More
choice.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, Harold, you get advantage against that specific hunt tail.
Just realized something else I could do.
Eugene.
It would have been nice to have some help there for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna have to do this analog then. So this boat is underwater.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a little threat. Okay. All right.
That
I'm gonna
boat's
cast.
underwater. This boat's basically capsizing. The Decidui is 5 feet underwater, by the way. He has not surfaced yet.
This one's going down like the Titanic.
Does it seem like the Huntale are retreating now?
Yes, it does look like the hunt tail are going to, retreat.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go back to the boat then and just kind of sit there.
You're just gonna let him go.
Yeah. Or. What do we have here? He's gonna sink. I think I'm. I guess I'll just shoot at him. Yeah, I don't want to waste spells or anything, so I don't have advantage.
Okay, who are you shooting at?
The Huntale with the circle around him.
Okay,
The hex.
make your attack roll.
That's 12. Natural 1.
Oh,
That's not hitting.
Yeah, it's just about how much effort I'm putting into it. All right, yeah. So it just kind of goes well. That was a warning shot. Okay, that's my turn. I'll give a help action to Rafa, I guess, to hit that one.
The same one.
So defeated.
The same guy. Yeah.
I mean, hey, you helped me get to the boat, which meant cracking
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
All right. The Decidui is gonna fire at you, Sergey.
Wait.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
wait,
what happened to
radio.
radio?
Well, okay, right. Sorry, Radiel, it's your turn.
Okay, 1 second. Reniel's going to move right here. He's going to get up. Actually, he's not going to get up. But he is going to use telekinesis on this Decidui.
oh,
Okay.
So strength check.
All right. Simple strength check. Let's see what he's got. Oh, interesting. 17.
Reniel's DC is 17.
oh,
Oh, so he passes. Okay. Anything else?
He's just going to scoot back to where he was.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Reniel like sort of just scooting on the ground like
Cat sneak.
cat.
Okay.
Well, the Decidui gonna shoot you?
Yeah.
I tried to give him disadvantage.
He is actually, yeah. He's gonna shoot one at Reniel for that, and then shoot one at Sergey.
He does not know Reniel did that.
Oh, right. You're sidecasting.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna shoot one at Reniel because Reniel looked at him funny.
He has disadvantage.
I know. Does a 19 hit Reniel?
Let me check.
You do. If it matters for shield, you still do have +2 AC for being right next to Lucius.
Then yeah, shield. No hit.
Wait, we had that? I forgot we had that.
Yeah, Lucius gives everyone within 5 feet half cover.
LOL. Well, I would have had 21 AC way back when and taken no damage.
Oh, whoops.
Whoa!
Should have reminded you of that.
Decidueye too good.
Sergey, does 23 hit you?
Yeah.
Sergey, you take 19 damage. Piercing.
Fine.
Wait, last time you set the immunity for your armor, you had piercing.
He
I
set
said it
to
was bludgeon again.
Okay.
Yeah. Bludgeon's the default. It was piercing specifically because of our little escapade.
Okay. It is the Huntail's turn. It is going to... This one is going to swim all the way over here. Pull the B-sharp on his back. And make it to there. Frickin' boat! Make it to there. And this one is going to only be able to make it to... Alright, this guy. I forgot this guy went 5 feet up. He's like basically irrelevant to this fight. But he's gonna take this guy, and that's basically all he's gonna... all that...
What, you're telling me he's not going to dive down for the B sharp all the way?
Swing into the depth.
You don't even know how deep that B-sharp is.
No.
Do I know?
He looks deep, bro. And that'll be the Huntail's turn. Lucius sees they're retreating, so he's not going to do anything this turn. Harold, it is your turn.
I think I'm actually going to go after the B-sharp that sank.
Oh, okay. Then if you want to be specific, he is currently 50 feet underwater.
Okay.
And he was under where the boat was, so let me put a B-sharp token back.
50 feet away and 50 feet down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no.
So he's over here.
Okay, Pythagorean theorem to figure out how far I can go.
I think you have enough movement to make it there. Because there's no way it's more than 60.
Okay.
Actually, wait. 50, 50, and then... Hold on.
So I have to know the rate he's sinking at, too.
Yeah, has he hit the bottom?
He has not hit the bottom yet.
Holy crap, this is a deep lake.
Yeah.
My ability to understand how depths work may be affecting that, but we'll ignore that for now.
This is like you're on the continental shelf.
Congratulations, this lake is on the continental shelf.
Oh, okay. He's like 70, 71 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna dash and get as close to him as I can.
Okay.
And I'm basically gonna call out as I'm getting close. If you don't fight me, I'll save your life.
He nods at you, clearly not looking like he's interested in fighting, considering he's sinking.
Alright, and that is gonna be my turn.
Okay. This B-sharp is now at the bottom at 60 feet. The second B-sharp's not gonna do anything. Sergey.
Yeah, I'm just swimming back to the boat.
Okay. Are you guys planning on interfering or attacking them at all, or can we just skip back to... Or can we just skip away?
Well, if the Decidueye makes another shot, Reniel is going to use telekinesis to hold the arrow in the air.
Redneil's gonna use recall on the arrow. Okay. Now, it looks like the B-Sharp's looking to join... Or that Decidueye is looking to join the B-Sharp on the Huntail to escape.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think there's any way we could. Well, we could sink the Huntail, but
Yeah, we let them get away. This isn't very Renial at all.
He's thinking about it.
Okay, then I guess if nothing else, yeah, you see the Huntails run. Harold, you probably end up helping the B-Sharp onto your own ship, I guess.
Well, we have another one now.
Reniel can pull it out of the water. So I guess he'll do that.
Okay.
I think we have some interrogating we want to do.
And it's fresh too, so.
Alright, you pull the boat out of the water. And I guess you could put the B-Sharp on there. He goes back up, he sputters and coughs, and he says, screw those guys. Frickin', and you hear him say out a lot of explicitives.
Well, do you know how this goes?
Yeah, whatever. Just send me to jail. Better than being at the bottom of the frickin' lake, not being able to breathe.
Oh no! Tell us who sent you and where you were gonna report to and everything about it. Then you go to jail.
Well, it's those... It's that Sceptile and his flunkies. They come into our base telling us they'd get us riches beyond what we could see. Apparently he's like a mayor, so free pass and riches sounded like a great idea. We were supposed to keep an eye on the lake. He thought a Duat would be going at him, but he told us if you lot somehow were around to attack you as well. We're supposed to either attack you or stall you as best as possible.
Any idea what he's planning?
Plan on hunkering down in our old base and trying to just wait it out or something like that. He either wants you guys dead or wants you guys not to be able to go there. Either way.
Would you be willing to testify against them in court if given a lighter sentence?
I guess so.
Or actually, why don't we just overlook this whole transgression and maybe we can help each other?
What are you talking about?
Maybe say you sunk our ship somehow and got away.
So you want me to go back, tell him I sunk your ship?
Say you killed us, yes.
I don't know how convincing that's going to be.
Alright.
Considering,
I don't know if that...
I do not think it will work, considering the others will likely tell them a different story.
Well, the
gone
others
now.
aren't even going back to there, if I had to guess.
Interesting.
then maybe
But I don't know if what you think that'll help with, but if that's what you want, I'll go ahead and do so.
Well, I will say we're planning on taking out those people who instructed you to do this.
Yeah, good luck.
Reniel's gonna go on.
You go on.
Reniel's gonna forge a telepathic bond with Eugene, and he's gonna say,
Are you sure it is a good idea to simply send him away? You yourself said we do not have any evidence against them, and if we do not kill them, then we are going to need someone to testify against them.
Well, my plan is to get this guy to work with us somehow.
Do you really think he will?
I think with enough convincing, he possibly will. If something good is in it for him, he'll do it.
Very well. I will leave it in your hands.
So, were you promised anything by these people? Like, what in particular were you promised?
Well, we were told that. We were told basically they're planning on, once you guys are out of the way, and they're also not trusting what apparently Duot's doing as well. So once you all are out of the way, he's planning on going back and reorganizing his group and starting some sort of massive scale war or something like that.
Well, if you can help us in any way get into that place and testify against these people, we know the mayor of Whitetown, and I think you would be rewarded if you comply.
All right. Well, I could sure as heck tell him that you're all 6 feet under.
Is there anything else you can do? Because we're going directly to the base, and we need to know anything about that place and how to get to those 4 Pokemon in particular quickly.
Okay. Well, I could tell you what it looks like right now at the very least. Could give you an exact detail at the very least.
Okay.
That could be useful.
Alright, so, assuming it hasn't changed since we were last brought over here, at the start, there's a gate, and they've got a bunch of ferals just with some ballista up there, and this weird red rock that's controlling them, and 2 watchtowers shining a bunch of light. It's nighttime in that place, I believe. So they got that, and past that, there's a bunch of these ghost Marowak that they have behind a few fortifications, behind a few barricades. That are supposed to, as soon as they see something, they're supposed to start chucking their ghostly boomerangs or whatever at them. After that, they've got, from what I remember, there's this large hallway filled with a whole bunch of rooms. And to get past that, you need 3 keys. I don't know what they're still discussing what they're planning on doing with that, but I can tell you right now, if you go in the barracks, do not touch any of the weapons or armor.
Let me guess, all cursed.
Oh, sorry, not barracks. The armory. Less cursed and more, if you touch any of them, they'll go alive and they'll try and turn you into shish kebab. I think the barracks has a bunch of sleeping ferals. Don't know why they're asleep, but beyond that, I don't know where where the keys are gonna be. The keys usually change whatever room it is randomly, but you'll need 3 keys to go on. After that, I think there's like this giant coliseum or something like that, and apparently they're in contact with this giant red crocodile or something like that who's planning on using that coliseum. And beyond that coliseum, that's where they're all hanging out right now. They're planning on building themselves some fortification and using more of those freaky red rocks to bring in a bunch of ferals, but if you go quick, they haven't exactly gotten very far with that yet.
Do you think we could get past that opening security with disguises? Let's say disguising ourselves as your friends?
Potentially, if you can accomplish it, though. And he looks over at all y'all. I don't know if you can accomplish, but I guess if they see us, the Pharaohs probably ain't there to attack us. So if you could do that, you might be able to get past those guys.
They would attack you guys too?
They wouldn't, is what I said.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have a plan, Foreman, here to get past that opening. So that's the part where I don't want to deal with.
Alright. You could sure as heck go ahead and try.
So we would probably need your help just to help us get in there, do the talk, and if you need to. Once we're past that opening part with the searchlights and everything, I think it's safe for you to go. And you can meet us in Whitetown, where we can discuss a reward for helping us. Do any of you else have anything to add to this?
No.
Like, where are we gonna get materials to disguise kit?
Well, I have one of my own, but so what I was planning is I think Renul and I have the disguise self. Maybe everyone hides in the bag of holding.
My gosh.
Oh my god.
You know, it's funny you bring that up, because guess what I ended up buying from the shop? The Invisify Orb. Though also I don't trust it.
Oh,
I mean-
apparently they told us they can see invisible people.
Oh, right.
I have my own disguise kit.
Bag of holding's probably the best bet for me.
I'm like, we have disguise kits, but doesn't the disguise kit specify that you need materials? Is it just the equipment in there?
I allow disguise kit. Well, I allow it within reason. If you can reasonably tell me that you can disguise into that, I don't specifically request materials. You have materials. I just say
Alright.
the disguise kit can do that. But you have to be able to reasonably pretend you're something like that. Or
I mean, Rafa might be able to pass as like a poniard at best.
I feel like I could probably try to pass myself off as a Decidui.
Yeah, because they're like essentially just wearing like a cloak, right?
Yeah. I'm like, Sergey might be able to do the same, or a pawn or a B sharp, just because he's made out of metal.
Rafa minimizes or something. It's in the cloak. It'd be more efficient to just go with the bag of holding, though.
Yeah, we'd have to speed walk through there, so only high constitution people should go in the bag of holding.
In other words, Sergey should probably the bag, given him sneaking around isn't exactly a good idea.
You don't need to sneak around if you're a poniard, or not a poniard, a B sharp.
You really
I say this because I think it's going to be a big drain on our resources, this opening thing with the searchlights, and I don't think we're getting past just by sneaking.
Yeah.
We're either going to have to fight or do this.
Yeah.
Guy's plan. Let's go with it.
All right.
alright, then yeah, he'll help you get past the beginning, but once you're past the initial gates, that's where he'll leave you.
And
Yep.
just as a little bit of interest, I give him 30 gold. And there'll be more.
Alright, we have a deal. Okay, so who is disguising it as what, and who's going in the bag?
I'm gonna be I'll try to be a Bisharp. Kind of has the same anatomy because I can stand on two legs.
Renul's kind of in trouble here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like us quadrupeds are gonna struggle to pass off as bipedal.
You could lend the spell storing ring to someone else, maybe, and because you have a good constitution, right? So you could go in the bag.
Yeah, Reniel could probably do that, and if he needs to breathe, he can just pop to the astral plane.
Hmm.
Oh, what?
Aren't you already in the astral plane while you're inside the bag?
I think it's just a pocket dimension.
Okay.
No.
The concern then comes up of, wait, how does the
How
bag
does
of
that
holding...
interact with the bag?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
something
one of
is
those
banished
things
inside of the bag of holding, I don't think anything would really go weird. Because you return to the dimension you started from when the banishment is over either way.
So would you just go back to the?
You just go
It
back to the
says-
pocket dimension, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go back to the bag of holding. And it
Yeah.
says placing a bag of holding inside an extra dimensional space created by an extra dimensional space. So Reniel isn't creating an extra dimensional space, he's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't you know you don't have rope trick, do you? Anyone have rope trick?
No.
I think that would cause the because that makes like a hole you go into.
Yeah, that makes an extra dimensional space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so perhaps give the spell storing ring to someone else for I don't know if you want to do that, considering we probably won't have time for a short rest to reattune to it. But
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only other thing, it's got 2 disguised selves and a thunder step.
Actually, our expedition back to the shore, how long is that gonna take?
To get to the shore, you're about halfway up at this point, so let's go back to
What I'm getting at here is, would we be able to short rest before getting to the fortress?
Yeah, it'll still take a bit more than an hour well, no, because you'd have to actually be not moving to short rest, but it will take more than an hour to.
But I'm not moving. Lucius is.
Okay, here's the thing, Fire Alley. Are you gonna try to get it reattuned back to me, or just to yourself?
No, I just want my stuff back.
Oh,
I just want my superiority die back. And my HP.
yeah, I'm probably gonna use hit die too because I took a big chunk of damage.
If you
question is
if you
basically-
short rest on the shore, you can short rest on the shore and then get there later. But just be aware, if you're short resting, that's another hour you're wasting.
We can't short rest on the boat while it's being rowed.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm not doing anything on that boat unless we have to use the boat time to make the disguises too.
Well, you could probably make the disguises when you're walking. So yeah, I guess you can short rest while Lucius rows the boat.
Like if anything, Lucius can't short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely can't.
Get
okay.
the
So
most
we're
out of
giving
it.
the spell storing ring to Rafa then.
To like disguise self.
Yeah, since Reniel can just hop in the bag of holding with no repercussions.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just realized I could have flown off the boat this entire time.
Yes, you can fly.
Because,
Or,
Actually, I might be able to disguise myself as a Decidueye if they have longbows. Use the staff.
and I'm gonna ask this guy, whatever his name is. I'll ask him his name.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're gonna be going off later anyway, so what's my name to you?
Well, if there's some sort of suspicion, I probably want to know a little bit about the people we're impersonating if that does come up.
I mean, you ain't impersonating, aren't you? You're busy.
Well- We're essentially just going to be walking in with you. You don't have to comply to anyone, do you?
Not particularly. Probably what's going to happen is I go in, assuming you guys are not looking like how you are and looking like the rest of the guys. They'll probably just see us, open up the gates, and then you guys get to walk on through, and I'm just going to get out of there.
All right, meet us in White Town
Yeah,
after the fact.
that's what I plan to.
All right. So what's the plan here? I'm disguising self. Rafa's disguising self. Sergey's going in the bag, and Reniel's going in the bag, and then to the astral plane.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my disguise kit.
Okay.
I guess Lucius will be in the bag then.
Alright.
He's
Everyone with con 16.
Yeah, he's got good con,
Alright.
so.
All right.
All
Let's
of this
start rolling
going on.
hit dice, I guess, while we're at it.
I was about to say, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to go roll some hit dice.
And Reniel's going to attune to the ice rod since he won't have something attuned in that slot.
Oops, I rolled in the wrong place, but I got a 7 there.
Yo, I fully
Yeah.
healed up. Let's go.
That was now 13. I need to roll more.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna roll one of the d8s.
And I guess Reniel probably needs to roll a little bit too.
And one more d8. There, topped off. Exactly. So, all 4 d10s. And 2 d8s.
Close enough. 55 out of 56.
And before you die because you didn't have that 1 HP.
I'm not getting lucky with these rolls.
I'll be right back.
I mean, you don't usually get luck with your rolls, so.
I'm like, how much HP did you lose?
A decent amount, and now I'm topped off.
Yeah. I'm all good too.
I mean, I'll put it this way, I was below half.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let's use those hit dice. They're pretty useful and underutilized.
Alright, so after you all rest while Lucius rows you, you eventually reach the shore. And you begin making your way to the fort. You see the bubbly distortion around it, signifying that it's a mystery dungeon. Half of you don your disguises, while the other few hop into the bag of holding. It's probably a little... Well, actually, no, it's a bag of holding, so it probably isn't cramped in there, but it's probably very much not the most comfortable thing in the world. But with your disguises and bag of holding, are you gonna go in with this B sharp?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You walk in. You feel the distortions wrap around you, and I'm just gonna post this for visualization. Ignore what is or is not on the map. Well, I mean, at least in terms of you guys. So, you see this fortress courtyard. You see these towers there with Haunch Crow using searchlights, and these two Haunch Crow with ballistas, and you see this glowing red rock over there. The B-Sharp, he steps forth and he says, "Hey, open the gate. We got news to deliver to the bosses."
A little aside, I love how he's not on the map because you didn't intend for this to happen.
Yes, I did indeed not intend for this to happen.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. We're gonna probably be walking with him letting him lead.
Mm-hmm. He walks with you. The Haunch Crow sort of lights it up, and they examine all of you. And then, after a moment, the Haunch Crow opens the gates up to let you all pass.
All right. Is there a place we can get cover?
Yeah, this is under, between the two doors is under it. And the Haunch Crow seem focused on over there, so they won't be looking at you once you pass.
All right. Maybe leave after a little while, just so it doesn't look suspicious how you're just leaving right away. But
All right.
I let everyone out too. I don't know how we can't contact Reniel, but
He's probably popping in and out of existence like every 30 seconds.
Well, that was the most unpleasant experience of my life.
well, yeah, I think your life is about to get better if once everything is successful.
All right, Alf. All right. Let's move on a bit. All right. So, you move on a bit, and at this point in time, you see his second thing. You see these large barricades with these Marowak, and you see the glowing red crystal right there.
All right. So like everyone gets their air, and then they go back in.
Okay. You begin walking your way over, and as you pass this Marowak, he gets a good look at you. He seems to be examining you. So let's see how
I'm
he...
just gonna give him kind of a disinterested look out of the corner of my eye.
Time to look at the disguise kit rules.
I've already got a plan for this. Okay, you are lucky. He's not good with this. So yeah, he gives you a once-over look. Doesn't seem to be particularly interested, and you guys seem to be able to pass right by him, and you make it through the door.
Okay. Is there a place to take cover in here again?
You will see when you get the map.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Loading screen.
Whoops. I forgot to put you guys where you are.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Steam made it so you can now buy loading screens. I see no god here but Renyo.
I'm working on it. Oh,
Hey,
there's two
duplicating.
radio. Radio, stop reproducing through asexual whatever.
Stop butting.
That's
Oh no. Okay.
All right. So you are now here. It looks like there's no one around here at the very least.
All right. I let everyone take another breath again.
Yeah, we're done now, right?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the disguise though.
Okay.
I mean, might as well.
All right. Meet us at the inn in Whitetown, and I suppose you'll know when this place falls if it does.
He gives a nod before he waves you off and begins heading back.
Okay.
So yeah, you
what's-
see yourself in this large hallway. You are inside the building at this point in time.
How should we take this from here?
You may as well check under the doors.
I'm going to, since I'm disguised right now, maybe I could just walk through this place. And Rafa, too. I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like we should just walk through here.
So where are you walking?
I guess we'll go clockwise.
Renewal
Yeah,
will forge
we'll
a,
act like we're on patrol, I guess.
You walk
Renewal's gonna
around.
forge a telekinetic or telepathic bond with Eugene. If Eugene spots anything in like any of these little things right here, let Renewal know.
Okay. And I guess I'm gonna be walking with Rafa then, if she's disguised. Harold is as well, so maybe
Yes.
he could go.
Okay, you guys begin walking clockwise around the place. You notice all the doors. You notice that this is the door that requires 3 keys up here. But as you complete your rotation, there does not seem to be anybody, at least within these hallways.
Okay. There's no
So, is this like the courtyard down below here? Like, what's this checkerboard pattern?
Oh, this is walls. These are just walls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're just because they're not rooms. It's just walls.
Okay. Then I guess we should start looking in the rooms then.
Well, I think we can find a good use for the tunnel wand if we need it now, at the very least.
So you're gonna open the door and look into this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our
Do you want to
escape
try
route.
do you want to try the mirror trick again?
Oh, that's a good idea. Is it lit in here?
Yeah,
is now.
there's candles on the walls and stuff, so there is light.
You said that, and I was like, of course, she's right next to you. And lit in here. Okay.
Yes, there's also Litten in here.
Yeah, then I'll pop out the thieves' tool mirror and look underneath the door.
Okay, roll me sleight of hand with your thieves' tools if you have proficiency or expertise or whatever.
I don't.
Okay, then roll sleight of hand with.
Oh, wait, I got it. Wait. Oh,
Oh, well, it's a 16. That's pretty good.
All right.
Well, you have proficiency at least with thieves' tools.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I added my proficiency.
Okay, you are able to look in. You see what appears to be a very nice master bedroom in there. It's got a bed, a bookshelf, and it seems to even have a treasure chest inside this room, and the room appears to be empty.
Yeah. And Doc's right. It should have been a 20. But okay. It appears to be some sort of room. There's a chest in there. The key might be in one of the small drawers on the bed.
That's what I was thinking.
But it doesn't seem like there's anyone in there.
Be wary of traps.
yeah, there might be magical or mundane traps.
All right. I'll investigate the door for any traps like that.
Okay, roll investigation.
I will give him guidance and help him
All
with
right.
my historic knowledge of how people booby trap doors.
All right. So
Rafa,
I'll
your
just-
history lessons are very interesting.
Rafa
So I-
only learns the most interesting things.
And so I have advantage as well.
Yeah, and you also get to add +4.
This is entirely unnecessary because that roll was just good enough to pass anyway. This door does not appear to be booby trapped.
All right. Yeah, because that's like 27 or 28 or something like that. All right. With that, I just kind of open it up and slip inside with everyone
Okay.
and shut it behind us.
You are all inside, I guess, so place yourselves all inside. Oh wait, Sergey's not here, so I'll just place him right there, I guess. Alright, what are you gonna do?
Alright, so we have 2 options. Detect magic, ritual cast, or touch it, right?
Check out the bed, or if you guys, well, ritual casting takes 10 minutes, and
Yep.
I don't think we want to stick around for 10 minutes looking for it that way.
If we are gonna, though, it would let Renewal put up telepathic bond.
Just remember, time's
Like
wasting.
a rarity or like the usual?
Rary.
Just remember, time's wasting. So if
Yeah.
you anything you do to take time, just remember that takes time.
All right, let's touch it then.
So you're gonna. What are you touching?
I mean, there's a giant golden box.
I'll look in the
Welcome.
mundane drawers.
What could possibly be in the giant Zelda box?
I'm gonna just look under the bed.
Okay, Harold.
Okay.
The moment you step there, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Uh, 10.
Okay, you failed. These spikes come up and you take 3 poison damage and you are now poisoned.
I'll give him a Pechaberry.
Okay, you're gonna walk directly to him and give him a Pechaberry?
Well, seeing that trap go off,
Is it time for the 10-foot long pole?
I reach into my bag, of which I've been concealing my friends with, and I begin to tap in. And I go this way with it, tapping.
Okay.
If I hit a trap, then I'm obviously not walking on it.
Yeah, you see a trap there. That's why
A
I moved it up.
chestnut trap.
And then so I go around this way, tapping.
Okay, anyways, Rafa, you're opening the box?
Yeah, I'm touching it because it might be locked or whatever.
Okay, you touch it, nothing seems to happen.
All right, does it actually have a lock on it, or is that just aesthetic?
That's just what the treasure chests look like.
Okay, well, start playing that Zelda music then.
Okay, Rafa, roll me a d4.
All right. 2.
Okay, roll me another d4.
1.
Rafa, you open up this treasure chest and you see a potion of greater healing inside of it.
Nice.
There also appears to be a note at the bottom.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did this. What does it say?
The note reads as follows. And I'm going to put this in the chat. Or in the here.
Question life, yes, no.
Rafa
your
probably just gonna be like, maybe people have more in common with Reniel than I thought in this world.
I
Yeah.
saved Harold from being poisoned with a Pechaberry.
Yeah, okay. Harold, you are no longer poisoned.
Yeah, who has greater healing potions? Is that everyone, just except for me?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I only have superior healing potions, and I won't have to go and grab Wikidot and write down the stuff for it. So I'd rather just give it to someone else.
4d4 plus 4.
If Raniel's taking it, he'll get the note as well.
I will take the path back to the drawer and continue my investigation.
Okay, you look into the drawer. It seems to be entirely empty.
All right.
I'm going to follow Eugene's path and then head next to the bed here.
Okay.
And I'm going to check under the pillows.
You look under the pillows. It looks incredibly dusty under there.
Under the pillows. Interesting.
It's dusty under the pillow.
Is there anything under the bed? No.
Nope.
I'm like, if it's dusty under the pillow, it means that they probably
It means it was probably a DM oversight.
No, dude, it means this place is literally just booby trapped from the get-go. No one lives here.
Check that other piece of furniture if there's anything in there.
Do not forget to check the ground.
Rafa.
Oh, yeah. I'll just go open the drawers and see what's in there.
Okay, Rafa, you stepped on an exploding trap. I'm kidding. All
I'm
right,
like, I can jump, I can fly. I don't touch the ground here.
but you're
After
Rafa.
one trap goes off, we don't touch the floor.
But Rafa, you're supposed to touch. Anyways, you look into the drawer. You do not see anything.
No.
All right.
There's anything in here.
There's nothing here.
Okay. I try to put everything back how we left it. I don't know what could be done about those, but close the drawers back, put the pillows back,
Okay.
and I think we should go to another room,
Okay.
taking the same path I used to get here.
Yeah. All right. What room are you gonna go to next?
I will do the whole clockwise thing again, possibly, and I guess these two are on the agenda.
Yeah. Do we have to lockpick those two?
We can look under the door again for, I guess, this one, because it's on the edge. Right?
Yeah. If anything requires an ability check, I'm going to do the bonus action help touch guidance maneuver.
Okay.
All right.
Honestly, at this point in time, I don't think you could possibly, with all that stuff, fail it. So, I'm just gonna let you mirror trick. You
All right.
look in this room, and you see another chest and a bunch of boxes. It appears to be a storage room of some sort.
Okay, maybe we should just go in one at a time now that we know there's traps in here.
Or I could just fly over, open the box, and fly back.
Yeah, you could do that. If that's in the realm of possibility.
You'd be well, I mean, there's about 20 feet before the ceiling, but you can.
I mean, I only need like 1 foot between me and the ground.
Yeah.
Unless they have really elaborate traps.
Are you going to do so?
Yeah, I'll just fly over there.
Okay. You fly over to the box.
All right. Well, let's see what box has for us.
Okay, you're just going to look at the box. You're just going to open the box.
I'll tell Reniel psychically. I really want that staff she's using.
I'm going to make sure it's not booby trapped or anything
How are you going to do that?
by inspecting it, because if it's booby trapped, there's got to be some mechanism attached to, like the lid.
Roll investigation.
All right.
Daniel will reply to Eugene.
I do not think she will give it to you.
Yeah, I know. Just venting my envy right here.
27.
It does not look booby trapped.
All right. Now we shall open it.
Okay, roll another d4.
All right. The goodies. 2.
Roll another d4.
The goodies. 2.
Okay, you open this up and you find a lumberry inside. And a note.
Oh man, what does this one say?
You gaze into this note, hoping for enlightenment. You feel hungry.
I remember that one.
Eat the lumberry.
Yeah, I know, right? She's going to just fly back with the lumberry and the note and just say it was a lunchbox.
Well
Okay.
done, Twinkle Toes.
Oh, so you're tough now.
They
What
both
are-
have funky eyes.
These are crates, right?
Yeah, those are crates.
All right.
Yeah. We
Need to
could
grab
go
one of the-
after the crates, but it might take a long time.
To grab one of the crates with Ultra Hand and then just raise it as high as we can and drop it.
This is not this is not Tears of the Kingdom.
I will look under this door now.
Okay.
All right, we'll do the same maneuver.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna give it to you. You look into this room and you see an armory. You see a bunch of weapons lying on the floor, a bunch of armor, and this armor seems to be wearing a key around its neck.
Of course.
Remember how he told us not to touch anything in the armor?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we have
I
much
think
of a
I
choice
found
now.
out why they chose it to put a key in.
So was it like a necklace?
Yes.
Couldn't we just cut the string, take the key?
Does Mage
Well,
Hand qualify as touching something?
Yes.
There's got to be a way to do this without activating anything.
I'm like, best thing I can think of is flying over, cutting the string to the key, and then just flying back with the key.
Because possibly the band, the string holding the key, doesn't count as a weapon. You would be touching it, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, in theory, I'd grab the key, cut it with the scissors from the disguise kit, and then just fly back.
I think you need another person to kind of hold the two ends of the string. While
No,
someone
because
cuts
it's still wrapped around the neck of the armor stand. It wouldn't just fall off unless you pulled on it or something like that. Because it would still be like draped around it, you know, kind of like how you can drape a coat around your shoulders, even though you're not wearing it. It doesn't fall off unless you jostle it.
The way the key is, would it just kind of drape on him if you cut it?
If you were to cut the key, then it would probably fall to the statue's feet.
I mean, the thing is,
Or
if you cut it in the right
string.
spot, it would gravity would just result in the key's weight probably pulling the
Yeah.
string.
Well, I'm holding the key when I cut it, obviously.
How are you cutting? And you
It's
need
a
three
scissor. You need one hand for that.
Yeah,
But
you
it-
hold the key in one hand and use the other to just snip it with the scissors.
What I'm
Where's
kind of
the-
wondering if like the key is like everything's gonna attack you if you touch the key, and I was thinking if you
That is a possibility, although I don't think we can really stop that.
well, if another person's
have-
there, they can hold the two ends between where you're going to cut.
I have a pretty dumb idea.
What is it?
So I've got a bucket. Just drop the key into the bucket after you cut it.
This
Oh, so we
is a
never
bucket.
touched the
You
key.
never touch the key.
We never touched the key. Then we don't have to worry about activating stuff if we touch the key. If we never touch the key,
Just
That
I think
Actually,
that's
do that.
dumb enough. It would work.
yeah, we'd only need one person to go in there with a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, Rafa could do the whole thing flying with the bucket and snip with this.
Are you confident with your skill check there? Because it's probably going to be sleight of hand. It's
I mean, I can use bless on my or guidance on myself before going in, right?
You can self-guidance yourself, yeah.
So that's probably the best that any of us could do because it's too far for any of us to use the help action. And I don't think we want to find out what happens when the sword and the trap get together.
Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Sergey, give Rafa your bucket.
Okay.
If I go in with her, I can get her out of there if anything goes wrong.
Do you need to go like into the room?
I would need to, yes.
Okay.
We could just give. Do we have a warp wand?
Reniel has the
Wait a
pound
tunnel.
he can give to you.
Yeah, so
Or
like
he could
I could.
just, like, be readying Vortex Warp.
Yeah, or do that. Something weird happens, vortex warp, and
Shut the door.
shut the door.
Okay, so Rafa's gonna fly in, put the bucket down, step the key down, and then take the key bucket out.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so with one hand, I'm gonna hold the bucket up to like the armor. With the other hand, cut the key. It'll fall into the bucket, and then it fly back out.
Okay. First off, put your token there, and then, like Crow said, roll sleight of hand.
All right, wee.
You guidance yourself, right?
Yeah, I guidance myself.
Okay.
Rafa touches her cap, which gives her power.
Someone else prepare to shut the door as soon as Renial Vortex warps if necessary.
I'll do
Okay.
that. Or I guess Sergey can too. Doesn't
He's
matter.
got a iron thorn out to bar the door also.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
I'm
Oh,
gonna dump 5 luck points onto that.
okay.
All of them. I mean, I'm only gonna be here for a few sessions. I might as well.
Okay, so you somewhat try and snip it, but as you get about halfway, you suddenly plink against the armor, and everything in the room seems to be coming to life. The key is currently not off nor in the bucket. Roll initiative.
crap.
Like,
Probably should have thrown some bardic inspiration too.
Yeah, I should have.
all right.
Hindsight
Well,
is 2020.
Yeah, I was thinking about Bardic in there. I was like, he probably doesn't want to spend that yet.
24.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Natural 1 and natural 20, both wasted.
Lucius is not ready for this.
I need to clone Rafa.
Yeah, sorry.
I tried Control C, Control V. It does not work.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
you
to
have to.
do something dumb.
You have to use the selection tool.
Oh my gosh. Well, at the very least, I'll tell you this. These things aren't ready either.
Do you want me to still warp you out of there, Rafa?
I'm like, in theory, I am fast enough. I still can't paste another Rafa, unfortunately.
Here, I've done rolling. I'll get you. There's your Rafa.
All right.
Right. That's...
I'm like, I would be surprised if anything went before me. I should still be able to finish cutting the string and then get vortex warped.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Okay. Rafa, it is your turn.
All right, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to cut the string.
All right,
And get
you
the key in
cut the string. The key falls into the bucket, and you now have the key.
All
Hey,
right.
can you just disengage and run.
Yeah, that's what I was also like. So these guys, how active are they?
They look ready to attack.
I'm like, does the armor is ready to attack too, right?
Yes, everything in this room is looking ready to attack. So if you don't disengage, you will take oppies.
I'm like, maybe I should just book it, because I can fly fast enough and hard enough with my bonus action to get out of the room in one turn and take one opportunity attack.
To you.
Do
It
you
saved
want
me
to?
a spell slot.
I mean, the big question is if anything has reach.
Actually, Reniel's acting well before the room, so like we don't really have to worry about it.
Okay.
If you want to waste a spell slot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I don't want to waste it.
I don't want to waste it. Those are sorcery points.
All right, then I'm gonna try to book it then.
All right. You'll
So
be taking...
bonus action dash, and so I'll be taking Oppie from this guy, and then my path is basically gonna be like this.
Did it take an action to cut the string, or was it just an object interaction?
It took an action to cut the string.
Yeah, I imagine it took a little bit more focus than dropping a thing.
Yeah, especially now that he's like swinging at you. Apparently now.
All right.
Yeah, you just snip.
That would be a 22.
22 to hit. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not near Lucius, so my AC is 19 right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Or should I poor man's uncanny dodge this?
We've got plenty of potions, honestly.
You just got a potion too.
Yeah.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage as this guy just punches you with his gauntlet.
Oh yeah, we Gucci. I was expecting him to hit like a Decidueye. I was like,
Those are the weapons.
All right.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, you managed to get out of the room.
Woo!
Okay. Eugene. It's always
All right.
Rafa than Eugene.
Close the door.
I will shut the door and shove a iron spike in it.
Okay. You do that, and I'll just say you are out of initiative. You hear some slamming against the door after a bit, but it doesn't seem like they're able to get through.
All right. Well, that's one down.
Next.
All right.
Next.
Yeah, next. So,
Reniel has no care.
We're gonna have to go all the way around to these rooms because this is the locked one, or is it
No,
the one up top that's
It's
locked?
the one up top that's locked. This
Okay.
room is not locked.
All right.
All right. So, let's do that trick again.
All right.
Mirror.
You use your mirror, and you see this kitchen dining area, and there seems to be a feast of food on the table. You don't see any noticeable chests or keys or anything on the outset.
Is there any? Are these like pantries or?
Those are, this is a oven. This is a sack. And the things to the side are boxes.
It looks like a dining room. It looks like there's a nice spread on the table. I don't see anywhere where there would be a key.
We can maybe come back to this one if we can't find it anywhere else then.
Yeah, let's check the other two. We're gonna go around here and then just check these two
Okay.
in succession.
Which, Charge Card Lucius. Which one are you checking first?
This one and then this one.
Okay. You look under here. You see a number of sleeping bagnettes, and the key is on the. And you see a key on the table right here. And you want me to show you what's in the other room as well?
Yeah.
Okay. You look in this room. You see a nice sitting room. You see the enemy of green-haired protagonist or green-clothed protagonists everywhere, and you see a treasure chest there.
So for this one, Rainiel's just gonna look at the mirror and he's gonna mage hand the key out of the room.
There's not enough room to slip it under the door.
He's gonna move it to the door.
Okay, the key is in front of the door right now.
We're gonna do that cat thing where we stick our paws under the door and try to scrape it in.
Well, the key
Actually-
is too fat to get through the bottom of the door, is what I'm saying.
Okay, what I want to do is put oil on the hinge of the door I'm going to open.
I have another idea.
Okay.
So my cloak of acid armor allows me to slip through cracks. If I use that, can I use that to be able to grab the key?
Yes, you can. And since you are grabbing something, and that includes objects you're in your possession, yeah, I think you could do that. If Raniel puts the key right to the door, I think you could do that to quickly just grab the key under.
It's just like that GIF I posted.
Like the Terminator 2 dog.
The Terminator 2 dog.
So yeah, you have the key.
All right.
Hooray!
So Harold gets down on his hands and knees, and his hand just like melts, and his arm slips under the door. And then a little while later, he pulls it back out, and there's like a key floating inside this liquid that is his hand, and then it emerges as his hand resolidifies.
Yeah, I'm about to put oil on the hinges. Like, oh, well, that works. Okay. Do you want to go in there again, Rafa, or in the one with the chest?
I mean, it's probably the safest move.
My trap senses are tingling. I have a feeling that there are things inside the pots.
What if... Well, Rafa and I are still disguised.
We could trap bust, but do we get that?
I did not get that.
It's almost like I put that orb in the item pool for a reason.
Yeah, I thought someone picked, but I guess we all had that thought.
Whoops.
Oops.
Oh well, I always figured it was really loud anyway.
So you're thinking of having both you and Rafa go in disguised?
Yeah, we're pretty much we're like a Bisharp and a Decidueye right now, so we could just go in there and act normally.
But the traps don't care how normal you are, because they're pressure plates.
My main concern is someone, or there might be Pokemon hiding in the vases.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Or there might be a key inside the vases.
I mean, if you want, we can go with
Someone's
that
OCD
approach.
is triggering.
Who do you think that is, Sonic?
Okay, stop messing with my faces.
Lock them. Lock them down.
Lock them down. All right. I mean, if you guys really think that that's the best way to go, then we'll do.
All right. I suppose if we started tapping with the 10-foot pole, that would be kind of suspicious. So we're gonna
Just risk it.
Well, we have two options. You could fly in there and be really suspicious, or we could just walk in normally. And...
Yeah, again, just risk it.
Is she
Yeah.
a Decidueye or a Bisharp?
Decidueye, because I can wrap the staff up in brown wrapping paper and make it look like a bow.
Well, I mean, Decidueye can fly.
Oh, that's true. Except for I don't have wings. So it would be a Decidueye flying without flapping.
Like
Just make flapping motions.
Yeah, I think I like this more. Pretend you're flying.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that's what we're gonna do. Then we're just gonna have Rafa flap over to the chest.
What I'd like to know is what this looks like with someone with true sight on.
Well, it's a combination of a disguise kit and the disguise self spell. So It would probably still look really weird.
Okay, Rafa, you're flying up and over and towards the chest.
Yeah, but
Final answer?
obviously, yes, but I'm obviously going to guidance myself beforehand as well in case I have, so that way I can look as convincing as a bird as possible.
Okay. Rafa, you begin flying over,
Whee.
and as you do, these pots start levitating, and they are all going to fling themselves at you.
It is the enemy
Great
of the green
beast.
hero.
Quick, just stand in the corner and swing your sword.
No, just hold your shield out. Or maybe I'll get lucky and they have hearts in them.
In this case, potions.
Yeah, I'm like, if I'm still flying, when like, would they be able to hit me? Or
Yeah, no, they're floating.
so they're
Like, they're
floating right
levitating
now,
up and
but
then
once
being
they
flung at
land,
you.
it's...
Yeah, they're like being slung at you pretty much.
Could I just go prone?
You're in the air. You can't go prone while being in the air.
I mean, when I land.
Well, they're attacking you while you're in the air.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens then.
Okay, one hit you, one missed horribly, one hit you, one missed horribly, one missed, one hit, nat 20.
Oh no.
Okay, so
No.
that's 5 hitting you and 1 that hit you with a nat 20.
I'm like, the nat 21. I'm gonna poor man's uncanny dodge.
Okay, first off, let's see if you manage to before I start doing any rolling.
I'm like, so, it's 26 is the AC. If it is not higher than that, then I take no damage. If it is, I take half.
It got 26.
Beats. So I take half. So I essentially just uncritted.
But it was
Okay.
a nat 20, wasn't it? I mean, that just hits no matter how high your armor class
No, I
is.
think it has to do with like the scouts thing.
I thought that increased her AC was how it worked. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, he said that even if it passes it, she takes half damage.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So I'll tell you what the net one does later. So first one, 8 damage. Second one, 8 damage. Third one, 7 damage. Ooh, we're getting varied. Third one, 10 damage.
Ugh.
And fourth one, 12 damage, half down to 6.
Are you okay?
Let's see, Dice Parser, I need you to do that math for me. You're smart.
7.
That's 39. So, let's go over here. Minus 39. It's fine. I'm just gonna land and do a second win. Nice. 10 HP back. We are above half. Therefore, not as bad.
Okay. As for the
Alright.
chest, roll me a d4.
A 3.
Oh, interesting. You finally got something that wasn't 2. Alright. Let me look up. You look in the chest and you find 555 gold in there.
Oh, it's just money. I mean, I guess if Renul has the telepathic bond, still.
We are in a mystery dungeon, by the way.
Oh, in that case, it's going in the 2x box.
And there is also a note.
Oh man, what does the note say?
I knew I should have listened to my father and became a cabinet.
Yeah, we're leaving that one in this chest. So it was what, 255 or 555?
555.
555. Nice.
Did you find a key?
There's not a key in here, she probably says as her disguise is tattered up and one of her ears is bleeding, I'm sure.
Well, you would look. Your disguise would be fine. There'd just be like blood just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, I mean the disguise under the disguise self.
Oh yeah.
Here, let me take care of that a second. And Harold's gonna pull out a staff that he bought in town. Like, tap Rafa with it real quick.
I'm across the room now.
What? No,
I'm
this is
across
after you
the-
came back out.
I haven't yet.
Oh, well, I guess
Because we
this
didn't
isn't
find a
happening
key,
until you're back
so-
out.
So I'm probably going to fly over here and start looking at drawers or cabinets, the father of the chest.
You do not see anything in the chest, father.
All right, neither in either one.
Nope.
All right, and then I guess after that she'd like fly low and see what she could see under the table.
There does not appear to be anything under the table.
Okay. All right, then we're going to fly out and do the magic bop.
Heal me, magic man.
Once I get... Oh my gosh. There we go. I think that'll work. It's processing.
That's max healing.
12.
There we go. Nice.
Nice.
Well, I guess we can check in the dining room.
I can do that again.
Yeah, I still have room for HP.
Being pelted by 8 pots.
Take another 6.
All right, that takes me to 70. I'm like, I still have room for more, but I don't think we necessarily want to waste it if we'll need it more in a battle.
Yeah. Lucius can probably top us off before we go into the next room.
Do you
All
want
things
to?
considered.
Do you want him to
Gotta-
top you off?
Renial only needs 1 HP, so that sounds perfect for lay on hands.
Okay. Lucius will give Renial a single point HP.
How much more does Rafa need?
I would need 20.
Oof.
Oof.
Let me go ahead and use the staff again then.
Not bad.
All right, solid 10.
Can we use 10 lay on hands?
Do you want him to?
I'm like, if I remember right, you have twice your level in Lay of Hands, or is it 5
5 times.
I'm like, yeah, let them burn those.
Okay.
You should have like what, 50?
Yeah, he has 50.
Yeah, so I'm like, taking him down to a 39, I think is still reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm back to full then.
And Sergey still has 45.
Oh, we good then.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna go check the dining room then.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Do we want to sweep this one like normal people with 10-foot poles and stuff, or do we want Rafa to do this one too?
Just in case something goes off, maybe it's good that damage is distributed rather than targeting just you.
I can take it.
You say as Raniel hides outside the door.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pull out the trusty 10-foot pole and begin 10-foot pulling to areas of note.
You 10-foot pull around. There does not appear to be any pressure plates or any traps on the ground.
The spread, what is it? Is there anything suspicious about it?
Roll me investigation.
This bread?
Spread.
Bread.
Are you investigation? D20 plus 7.
Ooh.
Natural 1.
Yeah, looks tasty.
I'm gonna eat at something.
You're gonna eat it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat something on the table. That
Eugene, I don't trust this. I wouldn't.
I was just a little hungry.
There does not appear to be enough salt on it anyway.
We have the lumberry from the lunchbox.
I've heard of Bulbasaur in Wonderland, and weird things happen when the main character eats the food, and it helps her progress through the story. So that was kind of my mindset.
Well, I am convinced.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
Do you
eat
have
it.
Do you have any idea how much I want to use minimize for the meme of it right now?
You should have taken a bite and then used minimize.
Yeah.
No. if Eugene takes a bite, you use minimize.
Yeah, that's what that's what I wanted to do.
All right. Yeah. What's on this table? Like what food? What kind of food?
Mostly just berries. Nothing like orange or anything like that. Mostly just for flavor berries like pineapple or whatever else.
I'll take one of the pineapple berries and just kind of take a bite.
Okay. You look under as you are doing this, and you vaguely see what might be key under this spread, but seems to be buried deep. And as you've eaten this pineapple, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
No.
Man, good thing you didn't eat the tomato berry.
17.
Okay. You feel like it was something that was going to make you sick, but you managed to down it just fine anyways.
I don't see like weird shapes and colors.
I mean, you see a terrible monster to the north. Oh wait, that's Reniel.
I look at that point of interest under the table.
It's on the table. It's under the spread.
Oh yeah, underneath the probably the thing I grabbed. So yeah, I look under that.
Yeah, looks like there might be a key buried under all of this stuff.
That would be a good telekinesis, but I don't think we have the power for that anymore.
Don't need it, Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Well, so how are you gonna get it out? Because it's under everything.
Oh, he's just gonna move everything out of the way.
Just sweep it all onto the. Is there a cloth?
No.
Well, I mean, a cat
Well,
paw
actually, you
just
know what? Yes, there's a cloth.
Oh baby, it's tablecloth time. Let's go, Eugene.
Yeah. Grab each
Oh.
end and then
I've seen the physics videos. We can do this.
just yank it.
Just yank it fast enough at the right angle.
Oh my gosh.
You
So I'm obviously gonna do the bonus help action and guidance on Eugene because his sleight of hand's better than mine.
You said you know the video. He's moving away from you two.
You've seen the wrong video then.
Lucius just watches you. Why are you guys all moving out of the way? And then you throw the tablecloth, and it all falls onto him.
I'm like,
A Nihilego tentacle is gonna pull him out of the way.
All right.
I'm like, that's
You
not how this
throw the
works.
tablecloth off. All the food goes spilling to the floor, making a
I'm like-
mess. But
I'm
you
like,
see
no, that should work like this, where the bookshelf falls down instead.
I
That's
will
why
take.
I moved.
I will take those. I'll take the key, and I will take the tablecloth as well.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you have all 3 keys.
All right, so now that we have all 3 princess keys, we can become Kalos Queen. Oh wait, only I can become Kalos Queen.
You already were Callous Queen.
I know. No, I was the Queen of Naginata. We're going higher.
I'm watching the GIF again, realizing I think the TV saved the kid.
Anyways,
He's looking at them.
you're gonna unlock and go through.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. You go through the door, and this is where we will end it off for now.
No,
Because-
I want to keep going.
Because
I want to kill stuff.
Yeah.
We're
you
no
can
one's
kill stuff
I-
next time.
Okay.
I apologize for circumventing all of your things.
Oh no, that's fine.
You know, just
That's
ignore
the whole point of him
every-
being there.
every single one of the encounters. Just Yep.
Proceed.
It's totally fine. If you find a way to break the encounters, you find a way to break the encounters.
Yeah.
Be
Anyways,
sneaky.
I believe we will be taking we will not be able to meet next week, correct?
right.
So, yeah, we will see you all again within 2 weeks. See you then.
Ended cliffhanger.
Oh, baby.
Bye.
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 Bye.